Should be roughly there. Oh shit, yeah, I gotta get my phone stand here. Boom. Delete my auto comment. Click on Facebook. Into my Facebook.
Oh my god.
Alright. Can one of you two? Actually, I can do it too.
They might burn down the Superdome in New Orleans.
Yeah, so I was
thinking... They might burn down the Superdome in New Orleans.
There you go. I just want to hear you talk to them. Good.
So I was thinking...
We're all there.
The New Orleans Saints have to have the most diverse fan base in the NFL.
That is actually a really interesting and really good thought. Because, yeah, that's...
They were showing the crowd earlier. And
hold on, pause.
So they had this dude, like, he had, like, the, like, straw hat, like, big old, like, country boy. With, like, the Who Dat
Born
Nation,
on
like,
the bayou.
thing. And then they switched to, like, this large group of black people. And it just hit me. I was like... That has to be the most diverse group.
Yeah, that is a good point.
There's nothing that goes from the swamp to the city.
Well, what is
like?
Yeah, and I wonder if like what is the NFL map? Because like you guys have like a good hold on that area. Yeah. Looking at the map, like they have Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and then you reach the Falcons in Atlanta, and then you have Cowboy area, which is like Texas, Nebraska, Oklahoma. But, like, other than that, not Nebraska. That's not Nebraska. Arkansas. Oklahoma and Arkansas. Yeah, Oklahoma and Arkansas. So, yeah, the Saints do have a pretty wide area there. So, yeah, if you get Alabama, then, yeah, you have, like, a much more diverse culture and not just, like, NOLA people, which is crazy. Yeah, that's a good point. I would say, like, the only other ones would be, like, the gigantic fan-base teams, which is, like, Cowboys, 49ers, like, those ones because they're global. But,
global brands, yeah.
Yeah. Welcome everybody, whoever joins. Happy Thursday. We're here. We have our first guest. Hello, Smoothie Doovie. Thank you for joining in.
Hello, friends.
Sorry your Saints are struggling against my Broncos. This game could have went either way, so.
No, it couldn't.
It's still early.
It's still early. There's a lot of football left. We'd like to lose
Anybody
these.
listening, we fucking suck. Okay?
Yeah, I mean.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah, the Broncos are pretty rough too. We're not in a fantastic spot, but.
Now, if we had a full roster, we would suck less.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit off air, but give us the rundown. Tell me Michael Thomas. Where is Michael Thomas with the Saints?
No longer a Saint. Injured. Still crippled. Still making a lot of money.
Are you guys still paying him? So you guys cut him and you're paying out?
Yeah. Or we already did. I think we already did.
Okay, so just a bulk buy. So he's at home
about
smoking.
$160 million.
Yeah, so he's at home smoking weed, playing video games. That's awesome. So you guys, he's a free agent right now.
Michael Thomas, there's no rush to come back.
Yeah, and so you said he had toe injuries prior, and then made that short comeback, and then had an ankle issue, which resulted
completely fractured his ankle,
and that resulted in reconstructive ankle surgery.
Yep.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, Tyrann Mathieu is not looking so hot for you guys tonight.
Yeah, that drop to interception was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was like I didn't want to like it felt too early to like say it, but like that felt like a game shifter because there was like enough time left in the half. It was only 13-3. You guys score a touchdown or a field goal.
2 timeouts.
Now all of a sudden it's a one possession game, and yeah, he dropped. I saw they had just talked about Cortland Sutton not getting any balls, and then Bo turns his shoulder, and I was like, he's chucking this shit to Cortland, and he throws it, and there's no one in the area, no one but Tyrann Mathieu, and I was like, okay. And that's all the ball hit the ground. I was like, thank God. Right away, though, I looked down, and I was like, oh, okay, there's probably only a couple seconds left. I think it was like 49 or 53. Like there was like almost a minute left, and like you said, you guys had 2 timeouts, so.
They probably call timeout and take a knee anyways.
No, we're just playing bad football in all 3 phases of the game.
All right, John,
the past 5 weeks, it's just been terrible.
You are the GM, and you're sitting tomorrow morning face to face with Dennis Allen, and you want to know what just happened at the end of the second quarter. How do you phrase that question?
I have
no idea. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
There's nothing that we can do right now. Like, even if you wanted to rebuild and start over and do all this shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's how the Broncos are. Like, it sucks to like talk like this because we're winning the game right now. But like, what are we playing for? Like, we're not going to beat the Chiefs. We're going to be a 5, 6, 7 seed, even if we were to make the playoffs. And like, we're not going to beat the Chiefs, Ravens, Bengals. And I didn't mean to say that. Chiefs, Ravens, Bills. Like, we're not beating one of those teams. So
You got Sean Payton.
Sean Payton couldn't do anything with Russ. I don't think Sean Payton's doing anything with Bo fucking Nix.
Don't worry, Sean Payton couldn't do anything with fucking Drew Brees at the end of his career anyway.
Is basketball regular season yet?
No, next Tuesday.
They got the Lakers Suns preseason game.
Yep. Yeah. LeBron's probably complaining that they had to go to Phoenix. Ref.
Fair enough.
Give us that. Give us that. Also, really upset the Broncos didn't go for that 4th and 1 at like the 10 fucking yard line. Like,
Yeah, that's
We were
usually the Sean Payton special.
we were set up with like 27, 28 seconds to go in the play clock. So it was like, why not give Bo a chance to read a defense, make a decision, make a play, audible, change the formation entirely. Like, you could tell that they were just doing the clock wind up and trying to get him to jump, and then it just wasn't even worth it. And now we're chucking fades on 3rd and 5s.
Yeah, that's good. That's defensive.
Yeah, he was in there. I wanted a flag, but it's fine.
So how has Bo Nix been?
He looks frantic is the only word that I can like. The moment he snaps the ball, there is no like chill composure. The moment he gets in, it's like this fucking wild, like chasing it.
Yeah, I saw they were showing his feet earlier. Like
Watching Bo Nix play football is like watching Mac drive a golf cart. Like, you just have this sense of panic, but like, it might be okay, but it might not. But is it okay? Is somebody else going to handle this? Should I step in? Like, there is no good feeling about it, but like, it's kind of exciting to watch. But I can like confidently say I don't think he's going to win us a Super Bowl. Like, I don't think that he's the answer. I think it was like a bridge year thing where if we draft him, Sean Payton buys himself another year of not getting fired because like, oh, we had a rookie quarterback. And so like maybe we signed one of the vets in the off season, but I don't know how many vets are going to be available or what the round table looks like this year. Cause like Kirk found a home, Aaron Rodgers found a home, Brady retired. Like, we're not getting any. Russell sucks. Like, we're not getting anybody that we really could use and utilize with such a good defense that we have. I just feel bad for Surtain. That sucks. I feel like we're going to end up trading him or releasing him just like we did Justin Simmons.
Yeah.
You know, like Simmons should have been a Bronco for life, and then we just suck too bad to even like contemplate. But yeah, that's it. Like we're playing for nothing. Like, I hate that we might end up as like a 500 team playing the Ravens and then getting our ass spanked in the fucking first round of the playoffs. Like a 40-7 game if we can even get a touchdown.
Yeah, that's tough.
Also, commercial for Black Ops 6. AJ said that he would be considering a Call of Duty return if we played zombies. Me and Derek were talking about it the other night, and we were like, what if we just get everybody back to play zombies? Like, cut out the cheating. Yeah, what about cutting out the cheating aspect and just playing some fucking zombies? That way, we just get on, we hang out with the boys for a couple hours, shoot some shit, and then be done. And then that's it.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd be down. I think it's October 25th. So we have 1 week. So next Friday.
That commercial just said.
Yeah, well, I'd booked away, but yeah. And if it's the 25th.
I don't know if it's day one release for Game Pass.
I think it is. I think that's what John had said that it is because the Microsoft Activision merger. I think that it's just readily available. Yeah, which is sick. Yeah, I'm excited. And most of all of the podcasts I listen to are like the same kind of genre, and so they all have the same ads. So like as I'm working throughout the day listening to different podcasts, I hear the same fucking commercials, and they're like, "Now let me tell you about Call of Duty." And I'm like, "Now here comes the closer." And then that guy jumps on the mic and talks about like the little skit, and I'm like, "I've heard this 12 times today." Why do they got Sean and Drew kissing on screen? That was
because it's Drew Brees appreciation night.
Yeah, but that was close. Like that, no one should have video footage of them having their faces that close together. And their mouths open. It didn't look like it was AI. Like, it didn't look like it was edited. Like, two different videos they put together. It looked like they were just, like, talking like this. And
a knee.
There's Drew. In with Al and Kirk. He looks so good in the booth.
Yeah,
he looks like he has a shit ton of makeup on, though. Not the Super Bowl ring flex.
Has to.
Yeah, I really hope we can clean this one up.
We should have got him another one. That shit's depressing.
You guys made it to 2. Did you lose one?
No, we only been to 1.
You beat the Colts.
Yep. We've been close. We like fucking Minnesota championship game and like the Rams and we've had so many fucking
Yeah.
upsetting
Yeah.
losses.
The which one was the Vikings was the he just didn't touch him and then Stephon scores.
You know what year that was? That was the year we went to the draft.
Yeah,
Philly.
we were just AJ and I were talking about
Marshawn
that.
was a
Yeah,
fucking rookie and Alvin was a rookie and
we saw Patty Mahomes get drafted. I didn't realize that until the other day. AJ had said that we were talking about it.
Lamar was in that draft.
Yeah, I was reading through the draft and I was like, dude, there are some
that
crazy
draft
fucking names in here.
Loaded.
So many people, and I was like, yeah, that's so crazy.
God, Alvin just got flapjacked.
Yeah, he did. Little smothered. No big deal.
A little Reggie Bush action.
Little junior clip. What's up, Colby?
I miss the Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady fucking era.
Yeah, I saw it the other day. Like Kirk Cousins is like
Cam Newton.
Kirk is like the last one. He's like all we have left. Like there is.
Rodgers is still slinging a little bit.
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of a fucking.
Should he be?
Yeah, that he should have just come to Denver instead of us getting fucking Russ. That the whole like Russ could have went to New York and dicked around with the Jets and done all that nonsense. We should have just got A-Rod. He came in, won us a quick title, retired, and been done. Went and smoked ayahuasca and fucked 20-year-olds like he usually does. Like he could have just went back to living life, and instead he's like the hystericalness of not a real word, but the hystericalness of the Jets having major defensive problems and then being like, let's just bring in Devontae Adams is fucking like I've thought about that all week where I'm like, what the hell? What's the point of that? Like that's one of those Madden trades you make and then you go, fuck, that was really stupid. That was so stupid. I should have done that. Like, 'cause I just feel like if the Jets are now scoring points, like they're still going to allow points. Like they don't have. What the hell are the Saints doing here? You guys kicking like college kickers?
I don't know what we're doing. We don't know how to play fucking football.
Yeah, this is rough. Getting spanked by the Broncos is not a good look. Did you watch? I know AJ, you said that baseball season is over, but did you watch any of the baseball game earlier?
I didn't watch it, but I got the alert that the Guardians tied it in the ninth, the last out.
I was
So
like,
I pulled it up on my phone, and then I saw him hit the 2-run homer.
yeah.
On like the ESPN GameCast on my phone.
Yeah, I got that. I got the notification that the Yankees had taken the lead back, and then I was like in the middle of like cooking and cleaning up and shit, and I was like, all right, I'll watch it real quick, and I put it on, and then like literally the last 2.5 innings were just like electric. Like it was like actually fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I definitely want Mets Yankees. I think that would be so fun. Like as much fun as it is to get the Dodgers in there and their big time role and all that good stuff. Like I think Yankees Mets would just be like such a fucking great year. It'd be so fun.
Yeah, that would be a crazy matchup for the city of New York.
Yeah.
And imagine just walking around like a bagel shop or something.
Everything's gonna be closed. Like everything will be closed that day. None of them are working. Like this is a lifelong thing for them. Drew, you too old to be out there yelling like that. All right, John. Let's talk football then. Who is your Super Bowl prediction? Let's start right at the top. Who do you think's winning this year?
That's a good question. Let me think.
Think on it.
Let me look at.
Yeah, look at your Super Bowls. Look at your records. Look at your standings.
Yeah, I want to look at standings right now.
Yeah, I want to quiz you. I want to get MVP from you. Super Bowl. Give me some conference championships. Where do you think Travis Hunter is going to get drafted?
Probably pretty high.
Drafted as a wide receiver or cornerback?
Yeah, that is the big question, honestly. Because being the best cornerback in the league, but then like a top 5 or 7 wide receiver, like you just say fuck it and draft him at whatever he is. Do you draft best player available? Do you draft what you need?
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's rough. Those standings, and the standings are kind of tricky too, because like you have the Ravens with their 2 losses, but you have to take that with a grain of salt because they have the opening night loss to the Chiefs and then a goofy ass loss to a pretend Raiders team. Like, Starting 0-2, I don't think was in the Ravens bucket list for this year.
If the Detroit Lions trade for Max Crosby, I'm taking them versus Baltimore.
I like that. I do actually really hate that. You just reminded me of that, but I had Lions Ravens as my Super Bowl pick. That was my pick, and I hate that now. Yeah, they lost Aiden Hutchinson because like,
if they can get Crosby though, like
not
they should send the fucking house for Crosby.
Yeah. I saw Hassan Reddick, his people, Drew Rosenhaus has reached out to the Lions, so there is a chance that Hassan Reddick goes there, but of course that's not Max Crosby level. So, yeah, I mean, if the Raiders want to just blow their shit up, get a couple good probably 2 first-round picks or something like that for Max Crosby, like you can get something legitimate back for Max.
Also, do we really just let Bo Nix fucking run for 40 yards?
Yeah. And then stumble, and then
and just
5 more yards.
Tyron, like,
damn,
he went fucking flying, dude. Tyron went flying.
He almost took. That looks like JJ Watt.
Dude.
Who's that white dude? That looked like JJ Watt.
Who, Taysom?
Was that Taysom Hill
Yeah,
in the hoodie?
yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him without a helmet on. Get in there.
Yeah, he's fucking hurt too. Imagine that. Our indestructible player is hurt.
Yeah, having Taysom down is kind of rough. That shouldn't even be allowed.
Let's just throw in the fucking towel.
We should have went to this game.
No, the fuck we should have. I'm glad I didn't go to that Philly game. Thank God.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, I mean, at least it would have been like a good game technically. Like
That
it
was
was
a
close.
good
Yeah, like it was
Goddard
within.
fucking broke every goddamn record imaginable.
Yeah, yeah, that was tough.
37 catches for 500 yards.
Damn, yeah, they really just stood there and let him walk right through there.
And we just have no heart. I mean,
Yeah.
our team's too hurt to have heart. We have no
Yeah.
heart. We got DeMario, but what's DeMario going to do against?
He's too old. He's screaming at a bunch of young
Yeah.
kids that don't know what they're doing and don't care.
Cam's too old. Tyron's getting there. Like,
Yes. Let's go.
What are you watching? What other screen you
Flyers
got up?
game.
Interesting.
Flyers cracking. Flyers just scored.
College women's soccer up. I was definitely planning on catching that. Why do I have? Where is Flyers at?
It's on.
Oh, I got it. NBC.
Philly Sports.
Yeah, I got it here against the Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I have college football.
mute that, mute it. La 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 la.
it's not me, right?
No, it was me. I put on Lakers Suns and just started talking, and I didn't want to get fucking zucked immediately. So
That would be our luck. And
yeah.
then, I have the baseball game on as well.
I just realized I can't watch on this screen. It's gonna get mad at me. All right. Yep. Cool. Lakers Suns. Can't believe Bronny got drafted to the Lakers. How wild!
Yeah, it's insane.
Crazy that happened.
Had nothing to do with his dad.
Yeah.
Purely on his own talent.
But see, that is like what we had talked about though. Like even if he did get drafted based on nepotism, you still have to be able to play at least some kind of ball. Like at my body type and my level of skill, I would not get drafted regardless of who my dad is. So like the kid can definitely play basketball, but like can he play basketball in the NBA is definitely a major question.
It was just such a clown take to say that nothing, like that your dad had no influence on you getting drafted.
Like, just don't say anything. Just don't say anything like that. Like it's a lose for him because like, you either be like, well, of course he did, and then everyone's gonna be like, what the fuck, or you're gonna say no, and then people are gonna clown you for that. So like, just be like, I just do what I need to do, and God made it so cool.
Did you guys get the update for UConn's championship rings?
No.
UConn unveils custom ring, back-to-back champions. Sheesh.
Men's basketball or women's?
Yeah, men's basketball.
I forgot they won back to back.
Yeah.
That's so crazy because I always consider that UConn hasn't been good since like Shabazz Napier times, but like they've actually been good the last couple of years. Oh yeah, because they have that coach. What's his name? Dan? Nope, not Dan. Dan Hurley. Yeah, it is Dan. No shit. Look at me go. Look at me fucking go. Look at me, no shit. When did you get that North Carolina jersey, John?
At the end of the college football game, like video game, I made a bet with somebody.
Interesting. Who is it?
I was somebody in my chat. I was playing with North Carolina in like your
dynasty. Yeah.
Yeah, and I took them because they were unranked in the game, and the guy made a bet. He's like, if you can make them top 10 ranked in this league, buy a jersey. So I did.
Wait, he bet you and you had to buy the jersey?
I got stars for it.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. He said, all right, look, if you can do this accomplishment, you can send your own fucking money. You said, okay.
No, I got stars for it.
Okay.
Also, Amari on Hampton in that game is a fucking cheat code.
I do remember you telling me that. I do remember you telling me that. Yeah. That, like, I wish, like,
stupid.
This was like the summer too, where like last year was even worse. This year I'm back to it, but like playing games and stuff. Like last year was so tough because like building the house and like changing jobs and then getting the RV. Like I was trying so hard to just like stay online and I just could not do it. And now I'm down here every night. But yeah, I've had
Sullivan hopping in chat.
Hello. I don't have any. Oh yeah, I do have.
Hi,
What's up, Caitlin? Thank you, appreciate you. Breaking the comment ice.
Oh my god, we are dog water.
Yeah, 26-3 is a rough stretch.
Spencer, dog.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. What did I just lose? What was I watching? I have too much shit. I remember putting the three screens together and being like, this might be overkill. And now sitting here doing things like this, I'm like, I need 7 or 8 or 9. Can I fit 9? Can I get a 3x3 wall right here of just fucking? I just want to sit back.
Considering taking my TV out to put 3 more monitors.
I literally, Kayla and I were talking about the other day where like the TV's over here and I gotta like lean back to watch it on top of the dog cages like you saw that day, and I might put it up here in the wall, and then right away I was like, yeah, but I could just fucking build like a mechanism to raise up and then put monitor risers on. Like I could build like a little because I guess they do probably make them though, because there are people with nerd stations that are better than this that make them like a tall fucking monitor stand. So I could get elevated monitor stands.
Yeah.
I think my concern would be my monitors, as I don't have the bread to buy 3 more of these bad boys. I cannot drop a fucking mortgage on 3 more screens. So
yeah.
I caught mine at a good time. I was watching them for a while, and then they went on sale in Best Buy one day, and I was like in the middle of like teeter-tottering back and forth, and like other shit needed bought and blah blah blah, and like saw it and immediately fucking jumped in, and I was like, I'm buying it right now. I was like, they went on sale. I think they were like in the 600s, and they dropped down to like in the 4s at one point. So I was like, oh, that's like way too good of a deal. I was like, that's buy 2 get 1 free essentially. So I was like, all right, yeah, you guys got me.
Black Friday's coming up. Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
I was like, Cyber Monday is the best at that now. But also, like, but yeah, Black Friday's so whack. Are you guys both playing flag football? AJ, you gonna drive down on Black Fridays? No, you work.
I work, but also we celebrate Thanksgiving.
That's right. Dude, don't you do it at your sister's house?
Yeah, Derek works Thursday, so we celebrate Friday.
So come play football for a little bit.
As long as I don't get hurt.
Get Derek to come play football too. Bring Amber, bring the kids, bring Jamie, bring Bert. Like that's what I want. I want like a family event where everyone is just like, all right, it's Black Friday morning. We go play our football game and then we go do whatever for the weekend. But like it doesn't affect Thanksgiving or anything. I'm talking to Amber. I'm reaching out to Amber tonight. I'm calling her. I'm gonna be like, yeah, like look, tell AJ he can't show up until he scores a touchdown.
I work. Sorry, bud.
No, you don't, because you're going to your sister's.
I work remotely. So yes,
you think you can't work on the field?
Yes,
I've seen you do magic. I've seen you do, dude. I can just see you lining up in wide receiver and just being like,
click.
Am I good? Okay, hold on. Click. Oh yeah, you're gonna want to reset your password. I'm open.
I was at Texas Roadhouse for dinner tonight, and
Damn, Marshall just looks sick right
got a phone call that somebody was locked out, and so like walk out in the parking lot, and I'm just casually chilling with my laptop on the roof of the Subaru,
just hanging out, chilling.
People are driving through the parking lot, like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah, I had a very brief stint of that where I had like full remote access from my laptop at Members First when I worked remotely as an analyst, and it was the same thing where they would call. And we had changed it where after 5, like we all left and it was like, fuck off, you're on your own for the night. And we were like, hey, like these branches are in desperate need of help. They should be able to get through to somebody. Mm-hmm. Let's take turns forwarding the phone to somebody. And so they would call expecting to get like a voicemail or whatever. And they'd be like, oh, hello? Like somebody's there. And we were like, yeah, we started taking calls after hours. I'm at home. What do you need? And like anytime it was something simple, I'd be like, oh yeah, I could jump on my laptop, do the little fucking virtual network bullshit, and then third party, whatever it was, and then through, because at that time I didn't have my PC yet, didn't have any type of thing except for a Mac. And so it was a nightmare. Every time IT was like, yeah, you can do remote access, and I was like, I have a Mac. And I could just see it in their face. They were like, you motherfucker, dude. And I was like, sorry, they're like, you got to click this extra thing, you got to do this, you got to open this, and then you'll be able to do it. But yeah, so that's it. So I remember that. Like, it was the same thing. There was like after hours. It was like I'm technically on call right now, but like I can do whatever the fuck I want as long as I have my laptop handy. I can answer a call and do anything they need to with a hotspot.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Not the undrafted rookie free agent on the left guard. Like, fucking sick.
Fucking sick.
We are just so beat up and demoralized.
You guys really are. It's so weird that you and I are friends because we really are like the team of the AFC and the NFC.
Yep.
Like, you guys are 2-0, greatest team, offensive team in history. Derek Carr is going to take him to a Super Bowl. They're going to get Devontae Adams, like it all. And then now week 6, Spencer Rattler's a joke. Michael Thomas is a free agent. Like, it's fucking chaos. I mean, we were the same way where it was, oh, okay, we're 0-2, we suck dick. And then it was, oh shit, we won 3 games in a row. We're going to compete with the Chiefs for the playoffs. And then it was, oh no, we suck again. We got creamed by the fucking Chargers. And then now we're beating the shit out of the state. Like, we are such a fucking goofy team, and I just realized for the first time ever that, like, you guys are us in the NFC. Like, we have the same team, but in opposite conferences.
A month ago, we were supposed to host the Super Bowl in New Orleans this year.
Yeah, that was the rumor. Dude, like they're 2-0, like they might have the first home game.
I was ready to buy playoff tickets.
Like, I'm going.
Yeah, dude. Like, we ain't going fucking nowhere.
That honestly, did it happen already where the home team has played a Super Bowl, or that still never happened? The Vikings were the closest one, or the Bucks were the closest one, or did it happen?
I'm
I
not
thought
sure.
the Bucks did it. They were the away team technically, but the Bucks played in their own stadium.
They played in Tampa, so Tom Brady won that one.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I thought that was then the first one. So yeah, I mean that's crazy though. Either way, to play your home team stadium, where you live, you just get to wake up, go to work,
Imagine being in your own stadium and having to be in the away locker room.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's actually a good point,
because they were the away team, so they got the away team locker room.
See, that's fucked for like a team like the Dolphins, because like they do the sunlight shit so that the sun's in your face. I mean, it's February, so it's different, but still,
it's
like
also nighttime. But
it's different, but still, like any random advantages like that where teams make like the hallway extra long or extra curvy for just like for annoyance and inconvenience and shit for the away teams. Like now you're the fucking away team, and it's like, oh, this is pretty fucking annoying. Whose idea was this?
Did you see the guy? So USC allows you to pay, like, depending on the game, you can run out with the team. So the dude wore all Penn State stuff and ran out with the USC Trojans. And
it's so perfect the way it lines up, too, is because, like they said, that there's no prequel. It's just pay your donation and you're allowed to come out. Dude comes out live streaming, covered in Penn State gear, trailing USC so that he's just ahead of Penn State. So he's the guy bringing Penn State out of the locker room for like a measly $1,500. Like, I don't have $1,500 to spend on that, but if I'm a diehard Penn State fan that lives in California or traveled to California,
I assume you have that money.
Yeah, or you traveled to Southern California, which again, you probably have the money, and so you do it, and then it just lined out. Like, it's one of those ones where you assume they come out of different tunnels or whatever. No, Penn State followed them directly out of that fucking tunnel, and he just fell behind and then was like, I'm leading Penn State out today. Like, I paid money to USC to lead Penn State out. And Penn State didn't have anything to say about it, but yeah, that's crazy. I feel like that is going to be like we had talked about the other night, like the Oregon loophole with the 12 man on the field on a 4th and goal. Like, you can kind of USC essentially
close that up.
They're going to close that gap real quick. That like, you have to live in Southern California or prove fandom or have a ticket stub or something to be able to be eligible for it.
Yeah, must wear home team colors.
See, even that though, you get that guy that does it and then rips the shirt off coming out of the tunnel and is like cheering. At that point, it's too late. You can't undo it.
Yeah.
I am gonna go grab another beer real quick. Hello to anybody that's in here. Please feel free to say hello. We got we got Smoothie Doobie hanging out, watching his Saints get murdered. Unfortunately.
Hello.
All right, I'll be right back. What is? Oh yeah, and the Dodgers bottom of the 6th. Dodgers have 7. Mets at 2.
Yeah, Mets just got a guy on.
Yeah, gotta go first.
The Boston College Virginia Tech game I thought was going to be good. When I turned it on, it was 21-28, and now it's 42-21.
So one team's coach started yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got NBA preseason going on. We got NHL regular season going on. When's another WNBA game? That wasn't tonight, right? Definitely could be tonight. No, because it was last night. It definitely isn't tonight. Yeah.
It'll probably be
Friday. Friday night at 8 p.m. Yeah, Liberty up 2-1. Crazy.
With a chance to win. Best of 5.
Yeah. Random ass 5-game series. Alright, yeah, give me a second. I'm grabbing a beer. BRB.
John, give a little plug for Smoothie here. Smoothie. What you streaming now? Still Madden?
Still playing Madden. Not playing anything else really. Because that's the only game I'm good at. I refuse to stream a game that I'm trash at. No, it's still going good. This is
Nice.
year 4 already, which is insane.
Yeah.
But no, it's going good. Still on
Nice.
Facebook.
Are you exclusive on Facebook?
Yes, I have not streamed anywhere else.
Okay. Very good. Nothing on the power play again. The unfortunate part for you as a Saints fan is Denver took what Tampa Bay did to y'all last week and copy and pasted, and it's working again.
It sure is.
That's not great news.
Yeah, just getting demolished on the ground.
Is Dennis Allen the man?
I don't think it's Dennis Allen's fault. It's just a
guys got a lot
culture
of
thing and an injury thing. Like we just had once you
'Cause, yeah,
start
the first
playing
2
guys
games
that
of the
haven't
season-
fucking played, like, there's no culture there.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of
Yeah.
random fucking guys out here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like imagine
I mean, first
being
2
like a
games,
star
yeah.
player on like a multi-million-dollar contract and just watching your team fall apart.
Decimate.
Right.
Like being Cameron Jordan or DeMario Davis, like that shit, like you don't even want to play no more.
What's up, Gunner? Oh.
That's fair.
Started off good, fully healthy team. We came out locked and loaded, and then I mean the injury bug fucking happened.
Yeah. That's yeah. We were on board. We bought the bandwagon where I was like, damn, are the Saints like for real? And then like Falcons and Bucks both look good, and so it was like that whole division is crazy.
Yeah,
and
we
then
were the
everyone just
shocking
kinda
division
fizzled
now.
out. Yeah,
Right back to
Oh.
normal.
regular fizzle.
The Dodgers about to blow this? Bases loaded, no outs to the Mets?
Imagine. Love it. What else is going on? Mike Budenholzer for the Suns. Oh, sorry, the Suns got Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Mike Budenholzer. I forgot the
I
Suns.
didn't realize how old Kevin Durant was until I saw him playing in the Olympics. I was
Man.
like, dude, I feel like he just got drafted yesterday.
You ain't seen his hairline?
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
I think it was.
Like, I'm
was
not a
it?
huge
Is it?
NBA guy, but like, damn.
Is it 2008? 2007. Yeah, he was only 4 years after
Yeah.
LeBron. It always feels like he was like a baby coming in, and LeBron was
Yeah,
already
like, I remember
established.
him-
But yeah, it
I
was
remember
only.
him coming out of Texas. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was that LeBron came in and day one was an all-star caliber player. Kevin Durant
Yeah.
came in and had like a year or two. The
So-
Supersonics went through their move, and so he was part of that. He was drafted by the Sonics, played for the Sonics,
Right. Yeah.
and then got moved to OKC.
So you're telling me if LeBron goes to college, they're basically like the same age?
Yeah, yep. I mean, Durant went to college for a year and then played 2007,
Yeah, he played
drafted
his-
2007.
yeah, he played
So
his
he
1
did
year
1 year college. But yeah, LeBron was the last of the him, Melo, and John, help me.
Bosh, Dwayne Wade. What are they doing?
Who was the other one out of high school though? KG was the other one. Who's the last ones out of high school?
Amari.
Last
I don't know what-
NBA
I don't know what
players
Amari
out
is.
of.
J.R. Smith.
I feel like there was 3 in the. Well, no, because yeah, Melo went to Syracuse, so he wasn't even out of high school.
I know J.R. came out of high school. Amari Stoudemire came out of high school. I don't know. who the
Amir
last one
Johnson was the last high school player drafted into the NBA in 2005.
Damn.
Amir Johnson. I don't even know that name.
I do. That's an old ass name to fucking. That's Al Horford if he grew up in the hood, like a gritty Al Horford, like an Al Horford that's willing to get in the
Random. I saw
paint.
an Instagram video the other day of Quincy AC mixtape. Do you remember Quincy
Dude,
AC?
you and I send each other that like every 6 months.
Dog.
You and I send each other that compilation every 6 months.
Dude,
we go,
Quincy
do you
AC
remember
is one of the
Quincy?
best
And him
highlights
just
fucking
fucking flexing with. It's his beard. It's the
Yeah,
fucking. It's like
and the bald head.
He's got like a Kimbo sliced beard, and he just like AJ. That's one after the show's over. Google just take 5
Quincy
minutes,
AC
type in
mixtape.
Quincy AC highlights. It's
shit
just
is
like
that shit
it's a player you do not remember, but if you remember watching those games, you remember him. Yeah, that's a crazy one. There was another one I just saw the other day that I thought of, and I was like, John would fucking appreciate that. And it wasn't John Salmons. It was I'll never forget that shit. That was the entrance. My first like microtransaction. AJ was
I know
in.
we both sat there on your bed.
We were sitting
hyped.
at Pap's house. Probably like this is like peak of me being a plug. So John and I are probably like
that was the blunt.
6-7 blunts deep. The two of us. Like we just sat in my car and we're just smoking for like 45 minutes. Just like
We couldn't even
chit-chat.
see each other.
Yeah, you get out of the car. We just were both just like, holy shit. We sit in my room. We're playing Madden for a little bit. We do whatever. We're watching basketball, and we fuck. Where was I going with that? Where do we?
Microtransactions.
Microtransactions, John Simons. I got so sidetracked because I thought about Sherm. I was
thought
like,
you froze quick.
I thought about Sherm. I was like, me and John went in, and I was like, oh my god, Sherm. And then I lost complete track of what else I was talking about. So he come in one time, and so then I was like, I'm gonna buy a pack for the first time ever, and I was like, I'm gonna throw $20 in. John was like, damn. And he was like, that's a lot for a first pack. This is 2015, 2016.
Yeah,
like
that
I
was,
just
right when the My Team
just
was
got
all
back
15.
from Florida. Like it was like fresh 2K, and my team had come out, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna throw $20 in there." And it was like, "Damn, like you could waste out on nothing. Like you don't know what you're gonna get." And I was like, "No, I'm gonna get something good."
The upside
I-
was crazy. They had like Michael Jordan and
Dude, I could have got somebody crazy, and I go through every pack. We get to the last card, and it's like you're guaranteed like 3 bronze, 3 silver, 3 gold. And I got the 3 bronze, I got the 3 silver, and I gotten 2 gold. And so it was like the last one has to be gold or better or whatever.
That was the Michael Jordan.
Like whatever the math was, we were like, this could be fucking crazy. Like to the point where I could make money on it. Like sometimes you could get that card,
Yeah,
sell it for
$100 card.
coins,
Yeah.
sell it online. You get coins to rotate. Like I could pocket $100 based on just putting in 20 or whatever, or I could play with him. I click it. We're both so hyped, fucking high as an absolute kite. And this guy named John Salmons comes up, who is like the
73
most
overall
role
gold.
player, like a Josh McCown of the NBA, like the most role player fucking ever. And I just sat there and I felt so robbed. Like this moment of like,
Yeah, it was
oh,
disgusting.
I'm about to call them. I'm about to call them and tell them no.
That shit was so disgusting.
And now that's just like the way of the world. Like you drop $20 and you get nobody. You get a kicker in the NFL, and it's like tough shit. Deal with it. There's Rodrigo Blankenship. Have a good day. Fuck off. And like that's it. You spent $25 on a chance, and you got Rodrigo, and that's it. Yes, that was my entry to like microtransactions, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. And here I am, probably hundreds or thousands of dollars.
Sacramento Kings back then. It was like a purple jersey.
Was it the Kings? Because I thought it was the Hawks.
I thought it was a purple jersey.
Wait a minute.
John Salmons even played for the Kings.
He didn't play for the Hawks. He did play for the Kings, so it must have been the Kings. It had to have been.
I knew it was a purple fucking Kings jersey.
Yeah, I just never seen his name. Said, oh. You're right, dude. Yeah, oh my god. I said, what the fuck? Yeah, we're talking like an 82 overall. And I already have a team of like mediocre superstars, and I had dropped $20, and I was like, this is it.
We needed a
life changing. I needed Dwayne all-star. Wade. Yeah, I needed fucking. Oh, we got Kobe, platinum Kobe, and I got.
That was the year that like 2K was great. Like there were so many players. Like
we hung out daily playing 2K and Madden. That was like peak years, like 2K. It was like Madden 15. Whatever Gronk was on the title was the year that I got into Ultimate Team, and then I led right into my team. Okay. Yeah, good times. Yeah, those microtransactions. That was where it started for me. That and Candy Crush. Candy Crush got me.
Man, that 2K did us dirty. Madden treated you right though. You hit some good Madden shit.
I profited off Madden. I hit CJ Martin. Is that his name? Yep. Jets running back. Curtis Martin, and LaDainian Tomlinson. So Ultimate Team, Adrian, you know how that works, right? Like you pull the cards, all that shit.
Yeah, I got the general concept.
Yeah, so it's kind of like fantasy football in a way, but like so you're pulling cards, you're paying your microtransactions, you do challenges, you earn rewards, you can open cards. Typically, when you're doing challenges, you'll earn a card you can't sell or trade or auction. It's just tied to your account, and that's how they get you. But then, like if you spend money on packs and you earn a card, then it's like free range. You could sell it or whatever. It used to not be like that. It was all just free reign. I pulled a card, and it's like in the beginning of the year in August when the games come out, everyone's an 81 overall. Like there's an 81 overall Patty Mahomes. It's the core. It's the whatever. It's the blah, blah, blah. Then they start releasing 83s and 84s and 85s. And by like Christmas is like your first 99. And then now everyone's 99. Like everyone's gearing towards getting a 99. Like all the over 99 overalls come out. Yeah. It was like early, and I'm new to Ultimate Team. And I mentioned to John, I was like, I got Gronk. He's like an 89 or whatever. And John was like, holy shit, like that's fucking crazy. Like a week later, I put in like $250. I was like, this is the best shit ever. I'm addicted. Like I bought two 100.
Never do that.
Never do something like that. Never dive balls deep into something. I was like, I'm putting in like two $100 packs and a $50 pack. I bought like 15,000 fucking Madden points and was like, I'm going all out. I was buying packs left and right. And now knowing that like, don't buy packs until the 99s come out because you're spending money to get an 80 overall. That's the same $20 you could have spent in December to get a 90. Like, learned a lot. But I spent, like, I'm talking like September. I dropped like $250, $300, and I was like, this is fucking worth it. I'm going to play it for 1 year. So dumb. But I did it. Playing for a couple weeks, and I pull these two cards, and I get a 99 after a while. It's like a little bit later, I get a 99 Curtis Martin and a 99 LaDainian Tomlinson. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Didn't know about like the trading or the auctioning or everything. I was just playing for fun.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it to John one day, and like his face, he was like, you have LaDainian Tomlinson? And I was like, yeah, the 99. And he was like, not the core, like not the 92 or whatever. And I was like, no, it's 99. And he was like,
you get LTD.
It's like golden and fucking flashing and shit. I was like, yeah, I have him. I was like, I don't even play Curtis Martin. He's on my bench. John was like, you have Curtis Martin too? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I need you to show me, like, that doesn't even sound right. And I was like, am I wrong? Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm new to this shit. So, like, maybe I'm wrong. John checks it. Sure enough, we Google it. Immediately, I'm like, oh, there is real currency involved here. I had two players worth, like, 750,000 coins, which at the time was, like, 80 or $90. So I had, like, $200 or $300 worth in players with just two players, and I had many, many, many points left over. And so John was like, dude. And so I was like, holy shit. Yeah. So right away, yeah, you get onto this website and like you sell your thing for coins, and then you funnel it buying like a cheap busted player to get the coins to another account, and then they PayPal you. And so yeah, so I had made like $400 or $500 my first year in Madden. I made 500, but I spent like 300. And so I profited like $200 to play Madden Ultimate Team. And I was like, this is how it's always going to be. I'm going to make this money every year. Yeah. The very next year, I put in like $300 and got absolute dog shit and was like, well, maybe another 100. And then was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm fucking done forever. They saw me fucking goat 1 year and they said never again.
I remember that time you hit that Alshon Jeffrey. That Alshon Jeffrey was
Yes,
Alshon sold for like
dude.
2.5 million coins.
Yes, dude. And I didn't even need him. I did not even need him. I had Calvin and like Demarius and everybody else. I got Alshon and I was like, Alshon's trash. He was Bears Alshon at that time. And I was like, I don't fucking need him.
We were both playing serious at the time. I was like, how the fuck did you get Alshon?
After I had sold Curtis and Ladanian. I had even then sold Ladanian too. Because like I said, I was like, I want the cash for it. I was like, get rid of him.
That was the best card in the game at that time. Alshon was the premier card.
The weird thing is that the 96 Gronk that I had first opened with was the best card. And here's where John will probably just like end his stream or cut out right now. I used to beat John in Madden like consistently. Like
let's play again.
5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 was my way. Like I was the better one in Madden, and now John's fucking semi-pro. Yeah, he was like, I can't lose to this fucking loser anymore. He's like, I cannot take it. But yeah, what's up, Mariana? How are you doing? Appreciate you jumping in, listening to us talk shit about fucking old video game rivalries.
That used to drive me nuts.
Dude, yeah. So Ultimate Team, you could play Ultimate Teams against each other. I had like a 96 Gronk. We both had like full 99 teams. I would just Peyton to Marvin Harrison, and John smashing his controller, changing coverages, moving schemes, switching players, subbing linebackers, subbing safeties, doubling Gronk, and I was just like, you want to smoke another blunt?
It was never
and then
the
I'd
game.
hit A, and then just tap X, and he would just fucking launch it. Gronk would catch it and fall down, and I was like, touchdown, I win, it's over. Like, dude.
It was never the game or you or anything else. It was the fucking commentary team in the game that drove me nuts. Because they would say, oh, it's Manning to Gronk again. And it's like, bro.
Or they would go, the defense just didn't do enough that play. And John's fucking spamming the control. I would always go pick John up and come to my house because he didn't feel comfortable driving blitzed out of his mind. So I would go get him and come back, and then I would whoop his ass, and he'd have to go, can you take me home? I was like, yeah, let's go. It was so fun.
Watching Gronk do fucking Gronk spikes is disgusting. Just before his fifth touchdown of the game, he's like, Gronk's breaking records.
When you're in max prevent with 3-man covers on Gronk.
Users
and
back there.
Users back. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
Man.
So
now you turned me into a goon, though.
Around that same time, I played Madden Ultimate Team because like I was in college, but I didn't have a lot of time to dedicate to it. But I played. I was like, oh, this is cool. It's new. Whatever, I'll play.
It was so fun.
So it was a lot of fun. So like I went through one year. It might have been that year that Gronk was on the cover. That
was like 15 or 16, I'm pretty sure.
Because I think that was the year I got my Xbox One. And,
it would be around then too.
And so I was playing, and I went through like all the challenges, unlocked all the cards on my own. Was like, all right, I got a pretty decent team playing, and I was like, let me hop online, like let's see what's happening. Dude, I hopped online. I played against a team. This dude had 22 Aaron Rodgers and whooped my ass.
Yeah, it
and I was
used
like,
to be.
I'm never playing this again.
Yeah, they used to do that
Aaron
too.
Rodgers at every position on the damn field.
They used to do that too. Now they do it where like if you have, I'm pretty sure, John, correct me if I'm wrong, but if they have like, you can get like a Calvin Johnson receiver and a Calvin Johnson right outside linebacker. I think they don't let you play them at the same time. Like you have to pick one or the other. That's what it is. One, like, yeah. So they have like a Calvin Johnson safety and a linebacker. You have to pick one. You can't have him out there twice because people were doing it with Bo Jackson. That became the meta in like 18, 19, 20. It was just put Bo Jackson at every position or Barry Sanders, whichever's available. Which one was not available for licensing? Was it Barry?
Yeah.
Barry's been out for a few years.
Last year they went back to that. They had bows for the combine last year.
I remember that.
People
had
6 fucking bows.
Like, yep. I do not play online ever. Yeah, I refuse to play Ultimate Team online because it's credit card. It's mommy's credit card versus me, and I'm not doing that. Yeah. That is so dumb.
That was the one and only time I ever played Madden Ultimate Team online. I was like, all right, this isn't for me.
Last year I took like the challenges seriously, and like that's where like you saw in the group chat where like I showed my team to John, and John was like, "You have a fucking 99 overall team," and I was like, "I haven't spent $1," and he was sick because he probably spent $200, $300, $400, $500. I played completely offline, no head to heads, not like I just did the game.
One day I saw because you can see when your friends do solos. I was like,
challenges,
all the
everything you sign in. It was like Dane Max this, Dane Max this, Dane Max this.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I should play yours this year. Honestly, I should finally fucking did. But yeah, so yeah, you earned and I think John didn't realize how much shit you earned from it. So then he realized that I had a 99 overall team legitimately. I think I think I put in 20 like 2 or 3 times, then like a 10 and a 5. So like I had like less than like $80 in, and John was like, "What the fuck?" He was
No, 'cause
giving
I
it
hate
over on
playing
team.
solos, and I'll gladly pay to play, especially if I'm earning money back on it. So like,
Yeah, and that's the thing for you is that you can earn money back on between players' lounge and just like wagers, like playing like competitively. Like I couldn't, so for me it was
I
like,
don't
yeah,
got the
fuck
brain
that. Like
power
I
for it.
gotta get lucky for that.
The sad thing is I'm playing solos right now.
Are you?
Yeah, they just can't. Most just dropped today.
I was like on top of it for the first few weeks, and then just like life was fucking happening, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking be off for a couple weeks.
Well, they make you
Fucking
play them
kids,
now. Like
man.
if you're not
Literally.
playing, then you're
Oh,
gonna
it's
be
a
so
replay.
fucking far behind.
So I keep just like reminding myself that I started in March last year and had a 99 overall team by like June. So I was like, I'm way ahead of the curve right now, even with what I have in my
As long as you
my
play
college.
the solos, like they don't.
I have
go
it in
away.
weeks. Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes they
Oh,
do.
yeah,
Sometimes they take them away, and then I hate that, especially because then the numbers get glitched, and it'll be like you have 67 of 68 stars, and it just gets
Yeah.
stuck. That shit makes me want to fucking quit playing
OCD
video,
Central.
dude. I sign in and I do my little. Let me just do
Oh,
my
I would
little
quit.
sipping coffee, do my little checks, and it's like you don't have this one complete. And I'm like, all right, let me complete it. And it's like, no. No, and I'm like, I'm done playing. Then I don't.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care. I'm done playing. I'm done. I'll Google it. I'm 27 of 28 stars. Madden 24 Reddit. I don't have this many stars. I have this issue, and I'm like, fuck. I'm not alone. Fuck, dude. Like this is a thing. The one thing I do like that they do is that like they'll do like an update. Like okay, November 1st, everyone gets a Thanksgiving edition Jeremy Shockey, and then if people don't get it, everyone will start bitching, and then like 2 weeks later they'll be like, okay, here's another Jeremy Shockey for everybody, plus 30,000 coins and a free
Madden Twitter
NFL
is
pack.
Unbelievable.
And so like they'll release it again, but if you got Jeremy Shockey the first time, now you have a second one, plus the pack, plus the reward. Like they're just like, our bad, we're gonna re-release a patch to literally every user everywhere. So then you get all the Reddit comments that are like, why do I have Jeremy Shockey again? And it's like, shh, shut up. Don't
Yep.
shut up, don't say anything. Just sell it and move on. Like
Yeah.
you got two of them, be happy and move on.
Honestly, that moment was the beginning of the end of multiplayer gaming for me. It was all downhill from that moment.
Yeah, oh yeah. You realize like what it really is, and then you at that point you were like, okay, I'll leave the door open for Call of Duty a little bit, and then they shut
Yeah.
that door real fucking quick.
Honestly, I really enjoyed Call of Duty up until
Modern Warfare. You
Yeah,
loved
somewhere in
Blackout.
Warzone.
Yeah, you
Blackout,
I
Blackout
would go back
is
to Blackout
untouchable.
immediately.
Yeah.
If somebody re-released Blackout like they came out with Blackout 2,
It is the
I'm playing
greatest
Call of Duty again.
battle royale of all time.
Yes.
I'll
There's no
never-
meta, there's none of this. That is my biggest problem. I'm an adult gamer. I don't have time
to
go all
grind.
these guns
Yeah.
to get
You
the
can
newest
load up
meta
Blackout at
every
any
damn
time. Like,
And just play. You could get a
Yeah,
gold
like a new
paladin
account
off the
and still
wall
have a
day
fair
one.
chance.
Level 3 armor and a paladin and a
Yeah.
trauma kit. Oh my god, trauma kit, first aids, med kits. Oh
Yes.
man, my heart. Oh
I remember when they
man.
added the armor plates. Like you could actually repair
Play,
the armor.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. There's,
Yeah.
You get those 5 little metal shields, 5 little gray things.
The
yeah,
Blackout was
Yeah.
perfect.
yeah, Blackout was the best. I have such high hopes this year, but
Even
I know
the
they're
map,
gonna just
too, like,
blend
the
it back
map
to
was fucking
Warzone.
perfect. They didn't even have to add another map.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like I feel so bad complaining at that time. It was give us a new map. This is stupid, and it was
Well,
like,
we landed at Nuketown 15,000
dude,
times.
I checked that counter. Like in my head, I
Yeah,
can
dude,
Low.
I can close my eyes and see like, okay, back in your house and my house, and then there's that other house on the side of your house. I would hit the house by the ladder that goes under the cave.
yeah, we all
would
had
move
comms
across the
for that
street.
area. Everybody knew
Like,
exactly where the
it-
fuck they were.
It was a fucking. And what was weird too is that like, depending on the team, like if it was AJ, RJ,
Yep.
Derek, like whoever was in, like we had like a momentum. Like you and I had our specific fucking houses. Like we're going in these 2 houses.
Yeah, and then you
everyone
go
else fall in
downstairs.
line. Yeah, everyone else fall in line. And then we're going downstairs. I'm grabbing that gold paladin off the wall, and then we're going to win.
Yep.
That was you died when you hit the water though, right? You could not swim in Blackout.
No, you could swim.
No, you could because they
you
put
could
the
shoot
yacht in.
underwater. That was the first game where they introduced shooting underwater.
Yeah.
So why do I remember dying in the water though? Because I didn't
would
play.
drown.
I didn't play anything before Blackout, or am I thinking of multiplayer? Because Blackout was the first battle royale I played. I didn't play anything else. So why am I remembering? Did any of the Call of Duty battle royales have a moment where you died when you hit water?
Apex, dude.
Maybe. See, I don't know. Because I played that a couple
Multiplayer
times, got my
definitely
ass
was
kicked.
huge.
And I
Yeah,
was fucking
multiplayer
out.
water, like oceans and shit, like you would definitely die.
But yeah, they have boats in Blackout. They had the whole river
Yeah,
system.
they had those rafts and all that shit, and they added
Yeah, the whole
hijack.
Yeah.
Like,
Hijack. Oh my god.
Yeah, the port. Yeah. Yeah, like that game was just so perfect.
Yeah, it
Why
was
did they
so
have to mess
good.
with it?
We could definitely.
We asked for cross-platform, and they gave us cross-platform and loadouts and
yeah, they
shitty
changed the whole
maps
dynamic of it.
and yeah.
Damn, yeah, I missed.
I wish you would've
Blackout.
played
We should go
PUBG
play
way back in the
Blackout.
day.
Yes,
PUBG
yeah, I
was
was just
very
on my
cool.
hiatus. I was just thinking about that the other day too. It was so crazy that, like, what a weird chain of events that was. That I was in the process of leaving Members First to start a business. Kaylee was pregnant, and Timmy and I were talking about something, and it was not anything like streaming or Call of Duty related. And then the conversation kind of took like a turn that way, and we were done talking. And then like a day later, Timmy texted me and was like, "Yeah, dude, I have no doubts that like if you were posting clips and streaming back in the day, that you'd be as big as like Ninja is now or something, LMAO and something like that." And I just like
Yeah,
read
you were
it,
doing
and I was
stupid shit
like,
back
dude,
then.
I was like, as like drastic and dramatic as that is, I was like, I would definitely at least have a full-time career playing video games. I was like, if I was streaming for fucking double nukes and 6-person sabotage fucking like massacre, like you guys set me up so many times where you guys were like, we're cool, just chilling. We just want to see you get to 100 kills. Like we want to see double nukes and
Shit, we just wanted to win. We didn't care about our stats.
and so if we had a nuke, we knew we had the win in the pocket, and then it was like, oh, we're on the 11th minute. We have 9 minutes to go in a sabotage match, and I have a nuke in pocket. The other
Yeah,
team
we'll all just camp this fucking bomb and let you cook.
do whatever. But at that point, once I had the nuke in pocket, you guys can go cook because we win.
Yep.
If they start getting momentum, I just boop right on the D-pad, and then the
That
game's
shit was
over.
stupid.
Yeah, I don't even
I
know.
think Jeffrey played a big part in that because Jeffrey never
Jeffrey
fucking shot
just
a
sat
soul. He
in a
just
bush
blew up
and
all
blew
the
up
kill streaks.
UAVs. As soon as they said precision coming in, Jeffrey said, "I got it, I got it, I got it."
Have you ever seen another team play like that?
Never,
Though? Like,
never.
Everybody's always hunting kills. Jeffrey could not care less.
This is the first time that somebody's beaten me to giving Jeffrey credit. I always am like, dude,
God.
Jeffrey was the best 6-man. Like, no offense to
I would
Corey
get
or
get
Tim or
annoyed when
whoever
we
else.
didn't play with Jeffrey.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, like, who the fuck?
Corey's in, and then they're like, I'm like, why do they have a UAV up still? Like, what are we doing? And Corey's like, what? And I'm like, oh, never mind. Jeffrey would have been on top of that.
And you never had to tell Jeff anything. He would just be on it.
Dude,
Just-
the moment they said enemy UAV inbound, he would be like, no, it's not. And then it just right away was like, enemy UAV gone. You're like, all right, thanks, Jeff.
he's the most dependable
5
teammate
or
of
6
all time.
kills. I have 75. He has 5, but he was hype as fuck.
There was games he didn't have a 5. He'd just be 0 and
he would
18
just
and be like,
giggling
but
and
his
so
score,
excited.
he'd be number 2 on the scoreboard.
Number 2 on the scoreboard with 2 or 3 kills and fucking
Like,
yeah.
goddamn,
Jeff was
Jeffrey,
the
like-
best teammate ever.
That's how you're supposed to play Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I think.
dude, they were so fun though. That's it. And I remember too. Like I remember the moment whenever Kaylee and I moved into our first like apartment, and I had my laptop. I was getting a Mac. I had an old Sony laptop. I had a folder with all my old Call of Duty clips in it. And this is like 2014, 2015, 2016. So like 2 or 3 years before Timmy texts me, I'm out of gaming. Like our whole group chat is kind of dead. Like I was just kind of at, like we were all kind of going like our separate ways. And I lost my train of thought again because I started watching the game. And
folder on your old laptop.
yes, folder on my Sony. I opened it one day and I literally am looking at like 100 plus Call of Duty clips, screenshots of kills where I have like 101 and you guys all have like 10, 11, 7, 9, like insane
Modern Warfare
shit.
2,
And I
like-
literally looked at it and I went, this is so fucking childish. Like no one's ever going to care about this. Delete, and just deleted the whole thing, wiped the whole SD card, deleted my Sony, rebooted it from factory settings and everything. And now years later, every time I go to post a modern TikTok, like I pull a clip off of me and Derek's duos and I go to post it, I'm just like, if I could fucking find a clip from 2012, I would
like
make
a
100
Blue Tiger Tar 21,
dude, or a fucking intervention or a third,
ACR.
dude, AC, dude, give me any, like, oh my god, give me anything that I like. My quick scoping clips would be And I always think about it too, where like I have these moments where I'm like, am I just talking shit? And then I see you guys' reactions and I'm like, no, I'm not.
Dude,
I'm
that
not
shit was
talking
unreal
shit.
back then.
You guys really just sometimes
That shit was
sat and watched and were like, what the fuck is happening right now? Because you guys would be like, I have 4 kills. And I'd be like, I just got my nuke. Like, and that was how fast it happened. It was so quick.
That shit was every day.
Every game, almost every game. Like we would occasionally run into a team that was like legitimate, and if it wasn't for them, we were smoking. Like, we were constantly clicking scoreboard and watching the other 6 refresh because the new 6 were coming in, and they had
Who wants to load up Call of Duty on a Friday night and play against a 6-man SEAL team? Like, nobody wants to play against.
One of them is 5th prestige the first month into the game, and they're just like, "What the fuck is happening right now?"
If a guy does go off and get a chopper gunner, Jeffrey's shooting it down in 2 seconds.
He said, "I finally got 11." Jeffrey said, "No, you don't."
Yeah, no, you fucking don't.
No, you fucking don't.
They're like, I got the Harrier at 7. I'm halfway to the chopper gunner. It's gonna get it.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You have to get those 4 manually. You have to come get those 4. And Dane's lurking. Dane's out here. He's lurking.
Yeah, dude.
You got to get those 4.
That,
dude. Oh man, I miss that so much.
I want to buy an MP40 just because of World at War.
Dude, World at War was so fun. I was just talking about that the other day with the Geronimo achievement.
Yeah.
But that was so fun. Even I remember too. That was the first time that I understood that like games had like holes and glitches and shit because people got under the map. But I used to do that a lot. I'd run underneath the map and fucking shred people. But like playing normally again, I just remember getting my first Xbox. I never played Call of Duty 1, 2, or 3. I played 3 on like the original Xbox. I got an Xbox 360. I got Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Brandon Wagner came over to teach me like how to play and how to set it up. And I remember my dad came back and was like, "You guys good?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're getting connected to the internet." And I was like, "Dude, Dad, this is so cool. I'm going to be playing with like other people in the world." I was like, I could have like a teammate that's from China and somebody from somewhere else. Yeah. And we're going to communicate and be like, this dude's flanking here and this dude's flanking here. And Brandon looked up and literally went, "It's more just like pizza and tits." But yeah, he's like, "You can do that too." And I was like, okay. I was like, why are people playing if they're not talking like competitive? Like that doesn't make sense.
Brandon's a freshman in high school?
Probably. I played Skid Row on Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Started on the opposite side of the open warehouse parking lot on the other side where the swing set is.
Yeah.
And I went 28-5 in my first game. And I will never remember. I just remember him being like, "What the fuck is happening right now?" And I was like, I mean, I play like
cooking.
Dude, I was like, I play Madden, I play Battlefield, like I play Call of Duty 3, like the Medal of Honor game or whatever it was. I was like, I played these games, like I know how to play it. Uh-oh. No flags. Okay.
You're still a little far ahead of me.
Oh, am I?
That's okay.
I didn't even realize he was watching the football game.
I just got distracted by it. I
just saw Spencer get flapjack.
Because Barton scored earlier and they called it back on a flag. And I saw him running for a touchdown just now. And I was like, is this a replay? And then I was like, no, this is an updated one. Like, we are dominating the Saints right now.
This could be what the Saints need.
Yeah, a little ass kicking.
The 51-27 loss to the Buccaneers wasn't enough.
Yeah, they said, let's let the Broncos put up 50 on us.
Sorry, John.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, it was a pick. Oh, my... Rob Barton looking back. He said... Yeah, that's rough. That's tough. But yeah, anyway, Call of Duty 3. So I went 28-5 my first game on Skid Row. And I just remember being like, oh, cool, that was fun. And Brandon was like, that was fucking crazy. He was like, do that again. And I just like, I didn't do it again the second game, but I just learned, I was like, oh, okay, like I have this. I was like, I can do this. And then I started playing with you guys. We started playing with Jeremy Houck. Jeremy was like, you're really good. You should play with Seth. Played 2 or 3 games with Seth and was like, that's fucking different. Don't ever do that to me again, ever.
And he's still doing it.
I can remember, I have to look it up. I can tell you the fucking, the map that I played where I went, oh, Seth is different, because I was like, this is my map, dog. I was like, you're not gonna show me up on my map. I was like, that's not gonna happen. It was all snow.
When you look back and think about it, that shit's insane. Like, look at the people Scumps played with. Like, he's played with Ninja and Tim the Tap Man and Doc and like all.
What was the one
Shroud.
Snowy map? Creek. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, Creek. I played on Creek, and I remember being like, dude, I'm gonna snipe the fuck out of this team. And Seth just went the fuck off, and I was like, And then I realized like skill-based matchmaking was like kind of a thing at that point. That's like when they were like trying to introduce it, but not really, like it wasn't even there yet. But you could tell like we were in an elevated lobby, and I was like, this is a different fucking game. I want to go home. I was like, I want to go home. Take me to my mommy. Like, this is crazy. And I remember talking to Jeremy the next day at school and was like, don't ever do that again. I was like, I don't want to play with Scump at all. And because Jeremy was pretty good too, and Jeremy had, it wasn't like a sponsor from Amp, the energy drink at the time, but he had like it was like sign up to be an ambassador kind of thing, and he had like gotten approved for it. And so I remember him getting like these cases of Amp, and we were like, that's so fucking sick. And then I was like, you're gonna get free energy drinks, you'll never get paid doing it. Oh, I see you, Alyssa. Not showing up unless Smoothie's here. Actually, that's really funny. Alyssa was our first follower. AJ texted me that day, was like, well, Alyssa LaCroix is our first follower. And I said, he said, didn't expect that. I said, I actually did, because Alyssa is always down to support the shit that we do. Since she's on top of it, usually like right away.
Nate.
Oh, yeah,
He was the best. I don't care what anyone says. Nate,
Did that have?
I disagree with you.
See, yeah, I went retro.
I'll take World of War over any other Call of Duty game.
See, I don't know that I'd put World of War above them. Like, for me, it's like a 1A, 1B scenario where, like, World of War is up there, but it's just so different because it isn't modern guns and all the typical campaign and zombies and this and this and this. Like, World of War was the one that was like, this is so different.
To zombies?
That
started zombies.
And that's, again, for me, too. I play with the boys. That's what's on the boys' Xbox right now. We just played zombies earlier today. We did. Yeah. Joe was at his grandma's. Me and Max sat down and played a game of zombies earlier on World of War on like the 360 version when you downloaded it on the new Xbox. Yeah, I remember going, because again, Call of Duty 4 was like my first online multiplayer game ever where I was like, we're going to talk about flanks and strategies, and Brandon was like, it's a lot more tits and pizza. Started playing with you guys, started playing with Jeremy, and started playing with everybody else. We started like gaining the squad. And then in World of War, I was like, this is so different. I'm going to hate this. And then, yeah, we just fucking shredded. Like, we were, like, that was another sabotage. I think sabotage was introduced in World of War.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it was in Modern Warfare.
No.
We found sabotage, and I was like, guys, if Jeffrey holds the bomb and we protect him, we have a 20-minute team deathmatch. And I remember figuring that out one day. I remember looking up maps whenever they came out, printing them out, and bringing them to school to be like, guys, look, this is what the new map is going to look like. We're going to meet here and then go here. Like, it was, I was so in tune with it. And it was before, like, everyone had access and Reddit was here and there. Like, everything was just, like, released, but then everyone had it.
No, we were super nerded out back then.
For sure.
Yeah, Nate, Search and Destroy was so fun. But, like, we would use Sabotage, which was the bomb in the middle, and then 2 plant sites. You start on a plant site, they start on a plant site, you race to the middle to grab the bomb, and then you kind of either progress or you kind of play defense.
Kind of like the opposite of capture the flag.
Yeah. I mean, you have to take it and go and get it, but instead of getting it back, you're taking it to their home, and then you have to plant it and let it blow up. But yeah, we would just grab it, and then that was the longest game mode, and that's what I realized one day. We're like,
20 minutes.
Team deathmatch. Team deathmatch is 10 minutes or 75 kills, and Search is at most 6 times 4 rounds. You get 24 kills. Like, you started to figure the math out, and I was like, dudes, I can get 100 kills in Sabotage if we play. Easy. And I did almost every night. It was like triple digits.
Well, that's when they had like the dogs and shit. Like, you got some dogs, like you could really
the boys were playing the other day, and Mac got dogs, and I was like, Mackie, hit right on your D-pad, Yeah. Joe started crying because every time he turned, the dogs were jumping.
They were impossible.
Kaylee was like, what is going on? Why is he getting attacked by dogs? And I was like, Mac got 7 kills in a row. She was like, well, make it stop. And I was like, you gotta wait. And all you hear is the barking in the background, and Joe threw his controller. I was like, I'm not playing anymore. And I was like, you are the people I used to play. I was like, this is so fucking funny. I don't know if you guys remember that one game, because I specifically do. We played on Cliffside, where there's that giant cliffside, and there's like the 3 routes. The main one down the middle is like a valley. It's like an islandy, tropical type vibe, kind of. But yeah, it's like an outer layer, and there's like a little bunker, upper layer and a bunker, and then just like a middle valley down the center.
Yeah.
I was using that Type 88, that gun that like you hold the sidebar thing, and I had it suppressed. And that was the night that the last game that you guys all played, I had like 70 kills against. Afterwards, we looked at the leaderboard. They were a team of 6, and they were like 3rd, 5th, 12th, 50th, and 70th in the world for wins.
Yeah.
You guys all went to bed. I played through the night. They sent me the invite and was like, hey, one of our guys is getting off. You just shredded us. Come play with us. His name was Atomic Mountain 12. He was like third or fourth in the world for sabotage and World at War. Invited me, and then I went on them. We went on like a 20-game win streak. Like they just didn't lose because they were doing the same shit we were doing. But I remember even telling them, I was like, guys, wait, don't plant so fast. Like we clearly have the skill advantage. Let's get some kills and fuck around for a little bit and then plant. And that's it. Like yeah, that's one of those nights where like you guys woke up and I was texting each one. And you guys were like, did you go to bed? And I was like, nope. Fucking Adderall out, dude. Like I was like, yeah, it's fucking.
You were on the freak shit back then.
I was, dude. Yeah, sleep was secondary. I just needed to take Adderall and play Call of Duty. That was
and you'd
all
be
that
wide
fucking
awake
mattered.
the
Dude,
fucking next day.
I'd go to school and be like, dude, I won 14
and then we go
games
play
in a row.
basketball, and then you go back to playing fucking Call of Duty.
I would go to work. I would leave school early, go to work, go home, play basketball, and then be like, you guys playing COD later?
Yeah, that shit was goofy, bro.
Yeah, I really don't think I slept much in high school.
No,
at
you
all.
did not.
The Adderall, like, and that's weird too, because like I smoked a ton of weed, but like the Adderall, just like anytime I felt tired, I was like, just fucking another one. I was like, just stay up. Why would I want to go to bed?
Also, shout out Keith in the chat. Hi, sir.
Also, yeah, hello, Keith. Thank you. Alyssa, leave your Chiefs alone. We were talking about Super Bowl predictions earlier. I took Ravens just because I wanted to see something different, but I know the Chiefs are going to win.
Also, shout out Alyssa. I miss you.
Yeah, anyway, who the fuck moves to Missouri?
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Figure out your life.
Yeah.
Fuck is
Yeah.
Missouri?
I drove through the whole country, and I can tell you, there's just pack that shit up. Get Kyle, get the kids,
got
go
that-
somewhere
you
else.
got
I'm not
that
saying come
St.
to
Louis
Pennsylvania,
Arch,
but don't go to
that's it.
fucking Missouri. Like, get the hell out of there. What'd you say?
The St. Louis Arch, that's it.
Dude, I remember driving through there, and like I do my reviews on areas and gas stations and all that shit, and like the RV groups I'm in were like, gas up before St. Louis or after. Like, don't run out of gas and have to get off the highway and go fuck around. Like the dangers, the roads, to this, to that, and
Yeah.
St. Louis, when we came home from Arizona straight to Pennsylvania, I went through so many of those where like I was doing the research ahead of time and I was like, we need to stop for gas ahead of time and then blow the fuck through this town so that we're not getting off and pulling into any weird areas and shit. We tried going through every capital, and so when we left Alabama on our way to Arizona, we left Alabama and went to Mississippi. I was like forcing plans and was like, it's going to work. We got to make this happen. And had it happen, we went to Jackson, Mississippi, which is the capital.
Yeah.
During MLK Day. They had
God.
MLK riots going on. Kaylee and Ray were like, what? And I was like, that's fine. Let's just go. I was like, we're just taking a picture in front of the Capitol building. It'll be in and out. It's no big deal. I'm looking it up and it's like, riots at the Capitol. And I was like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm in a truck driving a 60-foot fucking trailer. They're in the sedan with cats and dogs and kids, or in the SUV. So I was like, I don't even know if this is like possible. But then by the time we got there, it was like midnight. We pull in. There are cops everywhere, like all over like the downtown area of Jackson, Mississippi. They are fucking everywhere. And it is like a Tuesday or Wednesday night. So it is not typical. Even for like Harrisburg, like you'd see a handful of cops, but not what we saw. Like it was like they were preparing. And so like I'm pulling in and I just see them like fucking staring at us. Like, why is there a truck and trailer driving down toward the Capitol at 1 a.m.? We get out. We have the boys in pajamas. We're taking pictures in front of the Capitol and shit. And then immediately I was like, all right, everybody in, let's fucking go. I was like, we're getting the hell out of here. Yeah, it was a fucking, but yeah, we drove through a shit ton of places like that where it was like, all right, let's just wrap this shit up as fast as possible. I cannot believe we're winning this game like this.
Well, I'm glad the Saints are disappointing me now and not this weekend. Just getting it fucking over with. Like, we're losing 33-3.
Yeah, this is embarrassing for you. I'm embarrassed for you.
Like, man. Saw a stat the other day on the other Saints game. We've started 8 quarterbacks since Drew Brees retired.
Damn.
That's hilarious.
And I cheered for fucking Trevor Siemian in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
You ready for this?
No.
The Broncos have had 14 quarterbacks take a snap since Peyton Manning.
Jesus Christ.
Paxton Lynch, 128. Brock Osweiler, 172. Brandon Allen, 84. Drew Lock, 710. Jeff Driscoll, 64. Teddy Bridgewater, 426. Jarrett Stidham, 66. Trevor Siemian, 835. Case Keenum, 586. Joe Flacco, 262. The GOAT. Brett Ripien, 130. Kendall Hinton, 10. Russell Wilson, 930. Chad Kelly, 1. Chad Kelly came in to take a kneel. Mr. Irrelevant for us in 2022. Came in and took a fucking 21 maybe because it was before Russ. Took a 1 snap count. I saw that the one day and I was like, I literally was like, quarterbacks after Peyton. I was like, yeah, we've had like 5 or 6, and it was like 14. I was like, oh, nah. And I read the list and was like, I fucking remember every one of these assholes taking the snaps.
Yep.
Everyone on there. I was like, what are we like? Damn it, dude. Come on. Okay, yeah, you guys just giving up. Trying to catch a one-handed pass with no one around you. I'm ahead of
On
you
Drew
guys. So
Brees'
sorry for
fucking
the spoil.
appreciation
Yeah,
Hall of Fame
getting
ring of
blown
honor
out
night.
by Sean Payton and the Broncos.
So fucking sick.
That's tough. All right. I mean,
Dennis
Dredo.
Allen just looks like a dweeb.
He does. We've talked about that. He's not coaching material. The Broncos defense is fucking legit, though. I can't believe we scored 33 points. That's
I don't have a
wild
lot
as
of
hell.
room to talk because Nick Sirianni doesn't look a whole lot better, but
No, yeah, he's got a punchable face too. Very punchable. Oh, there you go. You got a first down.
We just you can just see it. Like we have no heart.
Yeah,
anymore.
that one-handed catch by the running back. He just barely tried to catch it and just didn't do shit with it. AJ, what are we feeling? Roll right into college football and NFL picks for Sunday. You splitting the episode.
Sure.
John, you hanging out? Do some Sunday picks.
Sure.
Let's do it. Let's blow through college football, get to Sunday picks. That way we have him. We have a couple people hanging out in chat too, so we'll get to Sunday picks and argue over some stuff.
sure. Let me load college football up. Got distracted.
No, you're good. I want it on record that John said he wants his MVP pick to be Wemby. I picked Anthony Edwards. I feel like Anthony Edwards is just fucking coming out
he's
this
a
year.
goon too.
I feel like he's coming out this year.
He's just, like,
It's unfair. Yeah, he's
good that way.
cheat code level. Yeah, and like you said with CP3, that's a huge fucking beneficial point for Wemby. You get CP3 throwing you a lob. If you could throw a lob to Blake Griffin, you could throw a lob to Wemby. Like, that's insane.
Game 1, Alabama 7, Tennessee 11. That should be a great game.
Yep.
Both teams kind of need the
Need
win.
the win. Need to prove
Two
themselves
losses
back. Can't
in
take
the
a 2
SEC
loss.
ain't gonna
Yep.
be it.
Yeah, I think they still have a chance of making the playoffs as a 2-loss SEC team, but
Oh yeah,
it's
you'll
not
definitely make the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's not. But you don't want to be.
The rest of the season,
Yeah, but you don't want to be in that situation.
You don't want to be on the road. Oh,
Yeah,
the garbage
facts.
time touchdown.
Yeah, damn it! Keep their asses to 3. Block this extra point. I don't want double-digit points. Sorry, John. I'm just kidding. I'm so glad we got the win. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You guys can score 2 more touchdowns. I don't care about that.
Hard to win with your fucking second string.
Yeah.
I think this game though comes out to Jalen Milroe.
Yeah.
Does he show up or not? Does
Yeah.
he throw 3 interceptions or does he not?
Yeah. They do have Alabama at -3, so like
Yeah,
I think they.
I think it's a good choice. But Bama going into Tennessee, that's not an easy. That's not.
I mean, yeah, 56 points over under though. I mean, that means that they're predicting it at what, like a 30 to 27 game, basically.
Yeah, which I agree with. I think it'll be very tight and very high scoring.
Yeah, I think
That
that's
just seems
fair.
to be the way the SEC games go this year.
So you would take Alabama -3 and the over?
Yeah, fuck it,
Yeah,
why not?
fuck it, why not? Yeah, we gotta start making these bets. We gotta start doing these whenever we're talking about them. Yeah, Bama Tennessee is gonna be a good game. What time is that game? 3:30. So yeah, there isn't really too much going on early in the day, which just kind of sucked. But I mean, that's kind of nice. Gives you your Saturday morning free, get your shit done, and then 3:30 you have Alabama Tennessee on ABC. So tickets as low as $277. So if you want to spend a car payment to go see them play, feel free.
Yeah, although it would be a hell of a game to go to.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Second game, Michigan travels to Champaign, Illinois. Take on
Champaign.
Illinois. Michigan needs the win. Illinois needs the win.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be kind of a measuring stick for Michigan.
is it
I know they
rebuild
weren't-
year or are they kind of for real?
Well, it's a rebuild year. They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
Let's just stop there. So you're not a top 15 team, but this gives you the chance to be there. It puts you in the conversation for the edge, the fringe of the playoffs, if you will. And
Yeah, I mean, I would be
they're in that
surprised. Yeah,
conversation,
Michigan
but
definitely. We
in
had
3
talked about
losses,
that.
You're not in there.
Yeah, I was saying we had talked about that. They have to win out, and even then, it's questionable with the teams that they've beat and lost to and everything. So
No, if they win out, because that means they beat Ohio State too, they're definitely
that's
in.
true too. Yeah, I forgot that they still have that game. That's the last
but-
game of the season, right?
Yeah.
For them, yeah, that's gonna be
But
a wild one.
but yeah, you're probably gonna lose to Ohio State, so you can't take a third loss going into that game. even if you beat Ohio State, it's going to be hard to put you in, given that you have 3 losses compared to all the other teams.
Yeah, because that third loss would have been some bum team. So like it's just not. Yeah, it's not gonna be anything. But yeah, before the big game of the week, another one that I like to mention because like I said, I always love the SEC football. You have LSU 8th overall against Arkansas, and I just don't feel like it's an absolute wrap of a game. I mean, I think LSU wins, but they have the spread at 2.5, so it's an unranked team. They're in Arkansas, so I think crazy shit could happen. I don't know why, but I love like I said before, Arkansas, Oklahoma. Like there's places that don't have much else to do but play fucking football, and so
Right.
yeah, I feel like Arkansas somehow gets that win because it's in Arkansas. And LSU, they're the post Jaden Daniels effect that they're kind of rebuilding too, but they've done a lot better than everyone kind of expected. So, yeah, I'm gonna go underdog there, and I want Arkansas with the plus 2.5 for sure.
Okay.
But I do think it's an under. I think that Arkansas plays their heart out and keeps LSU from scoring them for the most part. So the Saints trying an onside kick.
I mean, why? Like, let's just go home.
33-10.
A little bit of practice.
But you
can't
called a
stop
timeout
this
to
game.
kneel at the end.
Is that the first onside kick of the season?
No.
For us, yes.
For the Saints, yeah. I also appreciate how he did a drop kick and not just like a regular kick.
The little rugby kick, no big deal, no big deal.
Yeah. Appreciate
All right, so then yes, LSU, Arkansas, and then yeah, if you want to lead us into the biggest, best last college game.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this game. Number 5 Georgia travels to number 1 Texas, taking on Texas. I don't know that you could ask for a better matchup.
No, this
Georgia
is basically a
win.
championship
Texas
game
is trying to keep them down
in October.
Like, yeah, Texas basically says, "Hey, we are the SEC team," and Georgia's trying to say, "Hold on a minute,
We're still here."
So,
So yeah, I think that this becomes a kind of one of those coaching games where like Kirby Smart is going to keep it closer than people anticipate just because of how good Texas is. So if Texas has a -5, which like I don't love that spread. Like that's huge. Like I think Georgia keeps it close, but I mean at the same time though, like you see like that because like, the Georgia kept it close to Alabama and they traded punch for punch until that last. They were going touchdown for touchdown, but like. I think Texas has a better defense and more of a system than that, where they keep them from scoring a little bit more. So, but yeah, I mean, I think 5 points is kind of crazy, but yeah, I think I would take the under at 56. I think I would take the under. I think it's more of an NFL style game instead of that college shootout. I don't know why. I just feel like it's going to be, no pun intended, but a dogfight. But yeah, I would take Georgia +5 though. I think it's a hell of a lot closer. I think you're talking like a 2 or 3 point victory.
Okay. I guess in this case I would take Georgia +5 because I don't take Texas at -.
Right, yeah, I think Texas is going to win, but I don't know about 5. 5 is a lot.
I think it's a field goal game.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of you, I take the over.
Yeah, you think it'll be a shootout, touchdown for touchdown?
Yeah, both teams are just so good. And that's the way the SEC teams have gone this year, and for the most part, every year.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of low-scoring games.
No, that's what I said about like that LSU Arkansas game. Like I'm just excited. Like anytime it's if I see SEC, even with realignment, I'm just like, oh fuck yes, this is gonna be like a real football game.
Yeah.
Like unranked or not, I don't give a shit. These two teams know each other and they're about to fucking fight it out. So
for what it's worth, because I love talking about them. Army
Navy. I was just gonna say Army Navy. Mention that real quick.
Charlotte. So
I'm
hopeful that both of those teams.
I just hope they keep winning. Yeah, I hope they just keep winning so that it becomes a thing. I think that'd be so fun to see in the end.
Undefeated teams going against each other. I'm here for it. And honestly, it would cost a shit ton of money, but I would pay to go to that game.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Well, the Army-Navy game is after the college football playoff is announced. So the Army-Navy game is strictly an exhibition game. It does not count toward college football, the resume, anything. So that would be sick if that was actually their last regular season game of the year, but the playoffs get announced prior to that. So that game is for nothing. So with this year, though, you would anticipate that both teams would be resting star players because who the fuck wants to play an exhibition game, lose a star player when you have your first time in the college football playoff? Like, what do you? Who cares?
I don't think so.
At what point? Like you're telling me that if Army or Navy, both one of them has the playoff position locked up, that they're going to take the Navy Army game serious? Like they just
think so.
See, I disagree. I think that they just want to get to the fucking playoff. Like they want to play that game correctly. Like
you don't lose. You don't lose to if you're Navy. You don't lose the Army, and if you're Army, you're not losing the Navy.
I don't know. I think that like you're right, but I think that becomes like this is like a predicament that they're in as like a program where like we have always been Army versus Navy, but right now we have a chance to be college football playoff team. Is that more important? And that's where I feel like that's like a one and done scenario. They're going to play Army Navy every year, even with the two dog shit teams. So if they have actual decent teams, they should take advantage of it and try to advance. But yeah, it's just such a weird, again, college football.
It's in Landover.
Yeah.
Perfect.
College football. What is Army Navy?
The Army Navy game, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
It's always on the East Coast because they're both here, so it's always like New York to
What are ticket prices?
DC area. You can't buy tickets right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be interested for that.
Yeah. Well, I take that back. You probably can buy tickets on Ticketmaster, but I can't imagine what those cost.
Yeah, I'd say they probably are a good bit, especially in Landover. Because what field are they playing at the Redskins field then?
Yeah.
Yeah. The fucking shitty ass stadium that's falling apart. That's awesome.
Yeah, right.
Alrighty. Well then, yeah, I had Army Navy noted down too, because I was like, I would definitely want to mention that. Yeah, that'd be sick to see. Either way though, it'll be sick to see if they can go undefeated.
So cheapest ticket on Ticketmaster is $974.
God damn. I can tell you that John and I paid less to see LeBron James.
Yeah, in the Garden.
In the Garden. Yeah, fuck that.
Well.
AJ had never heard that story before. I had to tell AJ about that. I even told him, I was like, I gotta type this out one of these days. I have it like in my notes of like pre-typed like Facebook posts, and I was like, I gotta post that one of these days. Like the Wendy's dentist, the joints, the fucking flat tire,
that Wendy's slapped, though.
Kevin Durant, James Harden, and sitting like it just fucking. What a goddamn fucking week! Like
no,
what
that clip from the game from TV will be engraved in my brain.
Davis moving gingerly. LeBron for a three. Oh yeah! That shit, dude. I'll never forget that commentary. Davis moving gingerly. Like that gingerly is the best line I've ever heard.
That shit
Davis
felt so like it felt so fake. You and I sitting there, like it didn't feel like we were in there.
Our AJ and I's episode last night, we were talking about NBA recaps, and I mentioned that Isaiah Hardenstein left the Knicks and went to the Thunder. And as soon as I said Isaiah Hardenstein, I was like, man, I was in the Garden watching him play against LeBron fucking
He had his
James.
first triple-double of the fucking season.
Yeah, and it put him into like a hundredth career or whatever it was, or 93rd career overall or whatever.
That shit was insane.
Yeah, I saw LeBron with you in the Garden, and I saw LeBron versus Kobe for their second to last game with AJ in Cleveland.
If he comes to Philly this year, which he is, we should probably go to that.
I'm down. I mean, he definitely has 3-4 years left, but also I've thought about that. I could see him doing like a surprise retirement, like a Dirk kind of thing where he just pops up at the end of this year and is like, hey, this is my last year. We're all like, wait, no, we weren't ready for that. Whoa.
Him versus Paul George and Embiid, I'd pay.
Especially in a playoff series.
Okay, I don't know. That might be a little expensive.
I mean, yeah. The 76ers aren't going to make it to the finals. For some reason, I was thinking the Lakers were in the Eastern Conference. I was thinking like first round playoffs, not finals. Yeah, that would be crazy.
But
it beats them
regular season in Philly.
But they do play regular season. Yeah, that would be sick. I'd be down for that. Do you see the date? Are you looking it up right now?
No, I can. No.
I thought you had it up. That's what I was thinking. What's the date? But
I can note my ticket guy if you guys are interested.
yeah, oh yeah, that's right. We could do the suite and shit. Oh yeah, we can be in a suite. We can get fucked up. We can get a hotel.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if we have that money.
Is that what your guy is? You're the suite guy?
You
usually
have
a ticket
premium
guy.
seating, but
But he also has regular seating.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
January 28th, they play in Philly.
Oh, perfect, dude. My happy birthday present to Kaylee is me going to game with the boys. Hey, babe, I know your birthday is this weekend, so
I'm going to go see LeBron.
I'm going to go to Philly with the boys. You hang out with the two demons that I helped you create.
Shit, get a babysitter, bring her. We can all have a
Yeah, I might.
For the record, that game for a suite is $15,000.
Okay, let's get like some like.
I almost scoffed at you saying
level.
1,500, and then you finished it with grand, and I just like.
To be fair, you get 30 tickets, but
No, that's not fair. That's not to be fair. That is
I'll go
there's.
sit in the nosebleeds.
Yeah,
cool with that.
yeah. I'll hang out in the parking lot and stream it from Stream East on my phone before I spend 15 fucking grand.
Yeah, no.
can we
All right.
crowdsource this?
Possibly, yeah. All of our fans did send $10 in. We'll have 1/10 of one ticket.
No. Sell the tickets.
Oh, I was thinking like crowdfunding, not crowdsourcing. Oh, fuck. All right, let's do some NFL.
NFL.
Let's do it.
London. Last game in London.
Is it the last one? Thank God.
Yeah.
Do we have a Mexico game this year though?
I don't think so. I think they're only in Germany. There's a game in Germany. I don't think
So we did
there's
Brazil,
Mexico this year.
London, and then Germany.
Yeah.
That's odd. I feel like we always did Mexico. I feel like Mexico's a good candidate for the
Well,
expansion
the
team.
past couple years, they've been canceling the Mexico game because of like air quality or the field's too poor. Or there's some sort of weather.
Brazil, you might get stabbed.
Yeah.
Mexico, it's
right.
a little cloudy.
Yeah.
We're going to cancel one, but not the other.
Yeah. Precisely.
All right.
Anyways, so we send the worst two teams, the Patriots, and play the Jaguars. And
If I live in London, I'm fucking pissed. I'm on the phone with Goodell. I'm like, dude, if you don't send a fucking play, if you don't send the Chiefs over here, I'm gonna fucking snap. Yeah, Patriots at Jags is crazy. Doug Peterson hot seat game, as is the next 2 or 3 weeks. Jags have a -6 spread with a 42.5 over and under. I think that's fucking crazy. I think Drake May throwing 3 touchdown passes against the fucking Texans in his rookie debut. He is going to carve up Jacksonville. I think the Patriots win this by like 10 or 15 points at minimum. I cannot believe that it's not like Jacksonville -1, Jacksonville minus half a point. Like,
the only argument I have for that is the fact that Jacksonville just stayed over there because they played in London last week. So they're already over there and accustomed to everything.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how you
Yeah.
Jacksonville minus.
-6 is fucking crazy. Yeah, that I got to put money on. Okay, Jags -6. It's actually, before I write that, let me write New England +6. Yeah, that's
John,
crazy.
what's your take?
I'd probably go with. I don't really do spreads. I'll take Jacksonville just straight up.
Money line, okay.
Straight up. I mean, think it out. You think they win by a whole touchdown?
No,
You don't think that they can?
no.
You think it's closer than you think they get that lucky field goal at the end, or they're up 2 or 3 and the Patriots kind of fizzle out?
Yeah.
Yeah, the over-under for this game is 42.5, which means that Jacksonville at -6 is...
Yeah, I don't. Jacksonville doesn't have a running game, really, and Trevor Lawrence can't throw the football, so I don't know what they're doing offensively. The flip side of that coin, the Patriots, though, I feel like this is a mess up. I'd take the Patriots -6 before.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I was blown away to see a 6-point spread on Jacksonville's favor. That's crazy. So, especially after Drake May throws 3 touchdown passes in his rookie debut, like
Right.
against the Texans. Like that is just that's not a recipe for success for them. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna bet New England +6. That's crazy. After that though, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1:00 games, 3 4:00 games, and then the Sunday night game. So we're back to the 7-3 spread, which I don't love. Last week and the week before were the 6 and 4
doubleheader Monday night.
Yeah, they have the doubleheader, but I mean either way they could have split it 6 and 4 instead of 7 and 3. But yeah, 6 1:00 games, then 3 4:00 games. I just really hate 3 4:00 games. I want my screen filled with football. I want 4 games on. I want the multi-view to be filled. So, but yeah, first of the 1:00 games.
The NASCAR race.
Oh, that's a good point. I can fill it in with that last screen. Good call. It makes you remind me. First 1:00 game, we have Seattle in Atlanta. So in Kirk Cousins' house, we're in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Atlanta -3. Over under is 51.5. Thoughts?
John, you want to go first?
As much as I hate the Falcons, I'll take the Falcons.
Yeah, I think -3 is a fair spread too. I think.
Also, I saw a quote from Kirk Cousins like on the
Dude,
video. He was like, "If you
I love Kirk.
walk into their trap, take over their trap." Like,
Dude, Kirk. Watching the video of him going, yeah, that song about like the swag and then the surf,
swag
like,
surfing,
dude, like
like,
that shit, and like
he
he
swag
is
surfed on us.
genuine as fuck. Like he means that with
Yeah.
every bit of him. That like he goes home and his kids play that shit. And he's like, oh, this is that song that they play in the stadium, and they're like,
He's in the
"Dad,
right city.
this shit is 15 years old. Yeah, he's in the right city to be. You have to be on that far end of that spectrum. You are either Atlanta, live and die, to be accepted by Atlanta, or you are so far on one end that you might not be invited to the cookout that you actually do end up getting invited to the cookout.
They fucking love
like
Kirk
there
Cousins.
is no fucking in between. Like I'm not safe there because they're gonna be like, no, you're not real. Get the fuck out of here.
They all hated
Like,
Kirk, and they wanted to start Penix, and now everybody fucking loves Kirk.
Everyone is like put Kirk in. So yeah, that was a big surprise though too. I do remember AJ and I talked about that too though. Like we were high on the Falcons like coming in. Like it just felt like
their
they
roster
had
is fucking loaded.
they got Justin Simmons on defense. Like they got
They got Jesse Bates,
Jesse Bates. They
AJ
got
Terrell, Grady Jarrett.
who did they pick up in free agency from Eagles
Matthew
or Jets?
Judon.
Matthew Judon from the Patriots. That's right. Yeah, they got Judon. So Sean Payne and Kamara hugging it out.
I can't even watch.
Come here, come to Denver.
No.
Yeah, we can't afford him. We don't have
we
any
got
money. We don't have any money left.
Bijan,
We're
Blake
playing.
London.
We're playing Russell Wilson right now, so we don't have any money left.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Oh shit! Alyssa and Nate are in here going on. I didn't even realize it. We're talking NFL talk, Penn State talk.
I've been watching. They've been arguing.
Yeah, I love it. I didn't even see it. We'd love to see it. But anyway, yeah, we have a couple people in here. We got 5 people in here. Hello, everyone. Appreciate you. But yeah, so yeah, I like Atlanta -3. I think I like the over in that game. I think both teams are scoring. I don't think either defense is shutting the other offense down. I think DK is getting a touchdown. I think
Bijan.
Washington, is that his name? Kenneth Washington? Kenneth
Walker.
Kenneth Walker. I think he's getting a touchdown. Like I think Seattle's scoring, especially because they've had such a lull. Like they had their 3-0 or 4-0 start or whatever, and then just kind of hit a spread. So yeah, give me Atlanta -3. Give me the over at 51.5. But I don't love that one.
Yeah, I take Atlanta -3 and over 51.5 as well.
Okay.
Next game.
Take us into New York.
Do we really want to?
New York.
Titans travel to upstate New York to take on the Bills.
So a bye week for the Bills.
Yeah, Bills -9 is
-9 is
Jesus
disrespectful as fuck.
Honestly,
That is
I take
so
it.
disrespectful. I do take it. I absolutely take it.
Yeah.
Buffalo. I'm writing that down on my parlay. Buffalo.
I don't know that I
-9.
really have anything good to say about the Titans. What are they doing? Tony Pollard, I guess, is the only good thing down there.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Is that fair? Like, he's the only way they move the football. I don't know if they announced if Amari's playing or not.
I didn't see that. I didn't see. Yeah, I feel like he probably won't play. I did see that the Jets want Devontae to play this weekend, so like that's a good shot that he does again. We had talked about that. Like A-Rod and Devontae are just like, hey, these guys are fucking idiots. Go get open. So like, there's not a whole lot of offense or shit that Devontae needs to learn. Like he's gonna get in his reps and just do his workouts and then just be like, throw that shit deep. Like, yeah. So I think Devontae will play, but I don't think Amari Cooper will play this week. I think that's too soon of a trade. I don't know NFL logistics, but like I just feel like the way that it happened and it was after the Cooper trade, it was late in the day, Tuesday, I think, and so like you're thinking he doesn't get there till Wednesday or Thursday or whatever, even if they send him the playbook right away, like, hey, you just got traded, start fucking studying. Like I don't think he's playing Sunday. He might, but I don't think he's playing like anything significant. I have him on my fantasy team, so I'm hoping he's fucking Josh Allen's favorite goddamn target, but I'm not upset if he doesn't play this weekend. But
yeah.
Buffalo -9. I'm taking that. Over under 40.5. I'm taking the over because I think Buffalo scores 30 by them. Really? See, I think Buffalo scores probably like
Tennessee scores.
Okay, yeah. See, I could see a scenario with that, like a 28-0 game. Like, yeah,
28-3.
Yeah, that's fair. And it is in Buffalo too. So you got Bills Mafia in the stadium.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Titans, Smoothie Doobie?
Tony Pollard's our only thing, and I'm glad he's on my fantasy team.
Fair enough.
I'm glad he's on my fantasy
slaughter
team.
them
though. Next game isn't all that much better, I don't think. You have Bengals traveling to Cleveland, take on the Browns. I think the Bengals win handedly. -5.5 seems reasonable. I take Cincinnati -5.5 over the Browns. Deshaun Watson's just not it. I don't know if they're going to start crab legs or not.
No, he said they were sticking with. They said again 2 weeks in a row after terrible ass performances. Fucking Stefanski came out. I literally heard him say, he said, I heard the Cup of Sports podcast. They want me to start Jameis Winston. I'm not doing it. They can eat a dick. And so I was like, listen, man.
Too much money. Like you almost got to see it out.
We had talked about it. AJ and I talked about it. Like, is this one of those scenarios where Stefanski didn't want Deshaun Watson, but the ownership or the GM did? And so now he's like, look, this is what you fucking wanted. I told you. Yeah, no, he's our quarterback. This is what you fucking wanted.
I'm sure he likes Deshaun Watson, but not for that fucking price tag.
Yeah, but that's me. I think that Stefanski was too new of a head coach to have like GM personnel responsibilities, so he didn't have that capability. They get Deshaun, and he probably was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
yeah, what am I supposed to do now?
What am I supposed to do? We could have kept Flacco for $47 and free Hershey Park tickets,
dude.
And then we spent $200 million on Deshaun, and I have no rest of the team. Like, they could have got Tony Pollard and kept Flacco. Like, they could have had a legitimate fucking team this year. Finally,
got a wide receiver.
And I feel like the GM GM was like, no, I want the rapist. Like I like assaulting massage therapists. Bring me that guy. Like I just feel like I cannot imagine what happens in the Browns front office. Like that's one where I want to be a fly on the wall. Where be like, I only play Madden, but can I say something real quick? Like I just can I talk real quick? Like is anybody gonna listen? Because I think I have an idea. But yeah, so the Browns, yeah, I agree, AJ. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals, who are on a fucking disastrous streak. I think that this is Joe Burrow's get right game. I think Jamar Chase has 2 touchdowns. I think Burrow has
the way they
300 or 400 yards.
No
yeah.
I think not.
Yeah, like they played well. They just lost the game, and so that's they've had a rough start. They had all these contract issues. T Higgins not showing up. Jamar Chase not showing up. Like I think they've had a ton of problems, but yeah, I think the Browns are worse. And I think that the whole team is kind of, this is the game where the whole team is going to just give up. Like everyone is just like, fuck Deshaun Watson. Let's stop doing this. But yeah, I take Cincy minus 5.5. I think I also take the over though, because I think Cincy doesn't have a good enough defense to keep the Browns from scoring. So I think 42-ish points is definitely fair for an over.
The Kraken just scored 2 goals in, 12 seconds.
I guess I could turn that on now. The football game's over.
Oh, it's not worth it. 5-2.
Wait, are you? Who are they playing? Are they playing the Flyers?
Yeah. 5-2 in the second.
They are playing the Flyers. I was like, why does AJ care so much?
With 3 goals.
I was like, why does AJ care so much? Now I realize.
I'm so annoyed
they're
the
playing
Flyers. Complete tangent. Flyers started the season on a West Coast swing, so they're like, yeah, we don't start our games until 11 p.m.
Oh, that
They're all
does suck.
out west.
Yeah, I mean that's how
So
probably all the
it's
Penn
like-
State fans are feeling too, though. Like their college football Saturday afternoon is like, oh, cool, we get to play at fucking 9 o'clock. Like this is sweet.
Yeah, but that's like the Big Ten. That's once a week.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
Saturday.
Oh yeah,
This
hockey
is-
is
this
3,
is a
4, 5.
Thursday.
Yeah,
This is they played like Sunday at 11, Tuesday at 9, tonight at 9. Like
Well, while we're
like,
taking an
get this
NHL
out of the
break,
way.
I want to quickly mention that the Guardians came back earlier. Great game, extra innings. I'm new to baseball, so this is all super new to me, but it was a fucking sweet game. I was in
It
the
was
middle
fun getting to watch.
I was in the middle of cooking, like getting the boys ready for bed and shit, and I saw a notification that the Yankees had taken the lead, and I was like, here we go. I'll put the game on, watch the Yankees close it out. They were up 2-0. Watch the Guardians come back. 2 outs, 3-2 count. Dude hits a double. Next batter up, home run, first fucking bat, and then now it's tie game, and then they go to extra innings, and then the Guardians in the bottom of the 10th hit a fucking walk-off home run. So it was a sick game to watch, especially as like a new baseball fan, like trying to get into this playoffs. Like it was super fun to see the Guardians extend the series. I do want to see Yankees Mets. I think that would be so fun. Excuse me. I think that would be so fun to watch. But I mean, at this point, I just want to see, like, it's kind of like basketball. I just want to see good baseball. Like, just give me a game 7, give me a game 5. I want an elimination game. I want as much. And the Dodgers are up 10-2 on the Mets right now, and the Dodgers lead 2-1. So we're at the top of the 9th, and the Dodgers are batting. So we have a 2-2 count with 1 out. Yeah, it's not looking good for the Mets. I was really hoping it because I know my Philly hometown favorites love their Phillies. So I was kind of hoping that the Mets would run a little bit, but looks like it may be over here in the next few minutes. But not tonight. Already, John. Cincinnati at Cleveland. Cincinnati minus 5.5.
Cincy.
Okay. John. Houston at Green Bay in Lambeau Field. Green Bay minus 2.5. Over under 47.5. Jordan Love healthy. Streaking. Houston off a win. How you feeling?
That's a tough choice.
It is tough.
5-1 too.
They're cooking.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud is cooking. He's confident,
I'll
composed.
ride
Mixon's
Houston,
supposed to
but
play, right?
What's that?
I do believe Joe Mixon's back.
Yes, Joe Mixon's back. Just started him in fantasy earlier.
I'll take
I also don't know what really happened there. Houston trades Cam Akers to the Vikings. After the Rams traded Cam Akers to the Vikings last year, they waived him. Texans signed him. They trade him to the Vikings. Joe Mixon just got back healthy, and they traded his backup. So, like, I have Cam Akers and Joe Mixon, so my fantasy, I don't love that. But, like, what was the actual logical reasoning there to trade the backup that just started in place of the guy that just got, like...
Right.
Crazy. But yeah, the line is 2.5. So you said Houston, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like Houston there too. I think that they're a stronger team overall. I think the Packers were a bit of a strong team by surprise. The Texans were a strong team as expected, and this is a game that they're really going to win. are really going to want to win. And so, yeah, I think I like CJ Stroud up there. Actually, let me check this here for you. Green Bay weather Sunday.
I just pulled it up as well.
77 degrees. Yeah, give me CJ Stroud. That's a warm October afternoon.
Yeah.
That's so funny that you were checking weather too, because right away I was like, it could be cold as fucking snowing, and that's an issue. And Green Bay has the advantage, but 77 degrees. That's a cakewalk for CJ Stroud.
For me, I take Green Bay in this game.
Really? With the spread,
yeah.
5.5 is a lot.
It's only 2.5.
2.5. I was thinking Cincinnati.
Yeah. I'll take Green Bay for a win by a field goal. I don't know. This feels like one of those letdown games for the Texans. They have a few every year, and this feels like a game where you're like, oh yeah, they should win this, and then they don't. For whatever reason. It's not anything real particular. They might have a turnover or two that kind of changes the tide of the game. But Jordan Love's back. He's healthy. Looked hella good last week. I'll take Green Bay -2, and I will also take the over, or -2.5 in the over.
The Texans have at Packers, home versus Colts, at Jets, home versus Lions, at Cowboys.
I watched some guy for the Hornets, Miller, just dunk on somebody.
Brandon Miller, I think. Fun fact, Brandon Miller went to Alabama and had a situation in college where he got arrested for a murder charge because he gave the gun to somebody and then somehow got exonerated from all charges and is now playing in the NBA for the Hornets, who also re-signed Miles Bridges, who beat the absolute living fuck out of his girlfriend, and then they re-signed him 6 months after his suspension ended. Not real big on the Hornets. MJ said, all right, fuck all this shit. I don't know if you saw that too, AJ. That's a clip that you might want to look up. Is type in Michael Jordan, Malik Monk, slap. Michael Jordan is on the sideline as an owner, which is technically more or less like a spectator seat. You're really not supposed to be involved. You're kind of out of line if you're doing stuff on the sideline, if you're not an owner / GM or chief of personnel or whatever. And he is strictly owner on the sideline. Coach is yelling at players. Malik Monk, before he gets traded to the Kings, walks over and is just throwing a fit about what the coach said. And you see Mike berating him and just kind of shaking his head, and then he smacks him on the back of the head like a fucking child. Just smack. And you see Malik just and look and have this moment of I should fight this man, but it's Mike. I'm at work right now, but I should fuck this guy up. You just see fucking Malik turn his head, and then literally a month or two later, Malik Monk gets traded to the Kings. So it was okay, that makes sense. But yeah, Michael as an owner, he cares too much, and then you're right. That's why he's no longer an owner. He wanted out of that shit show. Yeah, I think that was just his first opportunity to buy a team and get in, and then
I'm sure he made a lot of money.
Who the fuck wants to own the Bobcats? And so he turned the Bobcats into the Hornets, gets to make a bunch of money off of that, and then dipped out. So yeah, as we've talked about, he loves his racing now, so he's, I'm sure, content. But
I don't know that he's content right now. But
content might not be the right word.
Next 1:00 game, Dolphins travel to Indianapolis to take on your beloved Joe Flacco.
I love me some Flacco. Give me Flacco.
Give me Flacco -3 over the Dolphins.
Yeah, I like that. I think the Dolphins are a dumpster fire.
Randall's not doing it.
Who?
Mike, what's his name?
McDaniels.
Yeah, Mike Daniels looks like Randall from Monsters, Inc.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's, you said Randall, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm with you. I just don't trust the Dolphins.
No, they lost to the Titans. It's a shit show.
And for whatever reason, honestly, the Colts seem to be playing pretty good football right now.
That's they're in this weird situation where Flacco is the better option right now, even though Richardson obviously has the prolonged career and he's the project and the experiment. But if you just want to win some games right now, which I didn't think they anticipated doing, they have the opportunity to do so with Flacco. Right. And again, not to mention, ran into him at Hershey Park last year. Not a big deal. Gave him some advice on how to read cover 2. Nothing crazy. I literally, dude, I looked at him standing in the line. I was standing there and I just glanced over and I was just I literally looked at him. I looked at Ryan and I was like, I think me and John used to play basketball with that guy. And she looked at him and I was like, I was like, he just looks like one of the guys that would have played at the church. I was like, he looks like a basketball player. I was like, he's got fucking big thighs. I was like, that dude's a basketball player. He's got ginormous fucking legs. Like he was wearing like those like short like workout shorts. Yeah. So like no diddy, he just like he looked like stocky and he was tall as fuck. And I'm literally like the boys are on their ride like, Daddy, look. And I was like, yeah, just staring at this dude. And I'm like, I fucking know him from somewhere. And I was like, I feel like I play basketball with him. I was like, maybe that's what it is. And like at the last second, I'm getting ready to approach him to be like, have you ever played basketball in Mechanicsburg? And as soon as I was about to, I stopped and I was like, oh, that's fucking Joe Flacco. And Rand was like, no, it's not. And I was like, dude, I bring it up my phone. I look at her. She was like, that kind of doesn't even look like him. And I like kept swiping through pictures and she was like, okay, no, yeah, that is him. And I was like, holy fucking shit. So yeah, so Joe Flacco, after getting, I think, cut by the Eagles before the Jets or after the Jets or before the Eagles or wherever he was in that goofy ass situation, he was at Hershey Park chilling one day, unemployed, talked to him, super cool guy, told him I wanted to take a picture. I was like, I'm so sorry for drawing attention to you. I was like, I really need this though. And then, yeah, no one really paid attention to it. It was real casual. I did it real quick, got in and out. But yeah, the boys, I think, will appreciate that one day where if they're football fans, they'll just be like, dude, that's fucking sweet. We ran into Joe Flacco one day. And I can't really hold them both, like, super comfortably at the same time. And it was a moment where I was like, fuck it. And picked them both up and ran over. And I was like, everyone say fucking cheese quick. Yeah. I was like, you guys need to get this picture and be in the same frame. And let's get out of here because you're heavy. But yeah, anyway, yeah, sorry. I love my Joe Flacco. He's my guy. But yeah, give me Colts -3. Dolphins are a dumpster fire. I think I like the under. Again, this one could be one of those weird shootouts, but I think that the Dolphins probably score enough to just kind of chill, or the Colts score enough to just chill. And the Dolphins might score some garbage time touchdowns, but I don't think enough to take it over 44.
Fair enough.
Smoothie Doobie?
I'll take the Colts whether it's Flacco or AR.
Ooh. See, mine would
fairly
be
confident it's Flacco.
It is, but I would be varied on AR. If it's AR, I would not trust. I would take Colts money line maybe, but like -3, I feel like is too much for an AR. And yeah, he just makes me nervous.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of like boom potential.
I don't know if he could be like.
He got a lot of bust potential.
It'd be so weird if he was watching right now. But do you know who AR like reminds me of? Mikey Seitz, my friend from Chipotle. Like he reminds me of like a football player that plays basketball. Like he is just a bull in a china shop kind of thing, where it's like his physicality is like the best part of it, but then like, why are you playing quarterback though? Like, be a running back.
I hated playing with him at the parks where he would just randomly get white hot and like not fucking miss. Like he'd be hitting like bank shots and fadeaways,
throwing elbows and spinning his body weight into you. And for me, it was always different too, because I was like, I've watched that guy work a 14-hour shift today, moving chicken around, doing 2 different people's jobs because somebody called off, and I just hung out, and now he's moving bodies around playing basketball. Like, he's a fucking force.
What a weird life.
Literally, that's it. Like, I just remember being around him playing basketball and just being like, damn, that dude can fucking cook some chicken and move somebody out of the paint with ease. Like, with fucking ease. But yeah, that's who I think of Anthony Richardson. Like, just like super physical, but not exactly the best like finesse or touch or like transition. Like, the footwork isn't there, but like the movement and the physicality is. And yes, that's why I don't necessarily trust AR in those like situations. But
for what it's worth, the game did just go final. The Dodgers win, so they're up 3-1 in the series and looking to go home with a victory.
Is it best of 7?
Yeah,
I did this the other night too. For some reason, I thought this was best of 5, but it's best of 7 here and best of 7 World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, because I even put our title for this episode as Mets survived, but the Mets didn't survive because they could have went down 3. Oh, yeah, duh. Okay, yep. Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, anyway.
They did survive, technically.
Yeah,
next 1 o'clock game. I think this is the highlight of the 1 o'clock series. I mean, the Eagles-Giants game is just, who doesn't want to watch that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll pretty much be watching Houston at Green Bay and then Detroit at Minnesota. I think Detroit at Minnesota is your typical dogfight. Like, that's what you want to see.
It's going to be a good game. I'm really sad about Aiden Hutchinson being a Michigan guy.
That sucks.
You just hate to see that. And I hope it doesn't negatively affect the Lions too much.
I mean,
like
I think
a morale
it is.
Killer.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough, but this is the game you're going to see how they respond.
I was just gonna say, I think
what does
if
Dan Campbell do? Does he hype them up on cocaine, or
that literally cocaine and fucking Frosted Flakes. Like I think that's
Yeah.
the difference is that they have Dan Campbell, whereas like Bill Belichick would have came in and be like, next man up, whatever. Aiden Hutchinson ain't shit. Like, and everyone would be like, dude, like that's our fucking guy. Whereas Dan Campbell's gonna come in and be like, let's go through a fucking wall for Aiden, and everyone's gonna be like, he's right. Let's fucking do it. Do this line.
Wall for everybody.
Do this line and let's kill it. And then the other guy's like, what's in this line? And then they're like, who cares? Snort it. And so, I think that fucking Dan Campbell's a monster. With that all being said, I take Minnesota. I take Minnesota minus 1.5. 50 is a lot, I think, for this game. That's a 20.
Jared Goff be hot though.
That is true, though. That is a very good point. Yeah, I guess I would take the over, but I still like Minnesota. Like, I think that they're just too well put of a team. Like, if they would have got A-Rod, they'd be far and beyond the best team in the league right now. Like, you take out Packers, divisional rival bullshit, take out J.J. McCarthy, take out Sam Darnold, and you take the Vikings defense and their offense, and you implant, like, Kirk Cousins again, or an A-Rod, or whatever. Like, you have a legitimate Super Bowl contending team where people are going, they might beat the Chiefs. But instead, you have Sam Darnold. And I think that's like their only flaw is that they have Sam Darnold at the queue.
Yeah.
But I like the Vikings in that game though.
Yeah, I'll take the Lions in this plus 1.5, but I'd probably take the Vikings on the money line.
Oof, you think it's gonna be close?
I do. I also take the under. I think both teams have a pretty good defense.
Yeah, I think it is more or less low scoring.
Yeah, I think maybe like a 2017 kind of game. Something close like that. John, how are you feeling about this?
That's less than
I want
50.
to take Detroit, thinking that they're going to rally behind the loss of Aiden.
Love it. What do you think the score is? I think it's over 50.
Probably not.
Yeah, I think that this is even without Aiden, that it is more a little bit of a
Like
defensive
divisional
battle,
game,
but-
they know each other well.
Yeah, they get gritty. Those are those 17-14, 17-10s.
Those are the ugly ass fucking games.
Yeah. But yeah, after that, AJ, we'll let you finish off the 1:00 slate because you get your hometown love.
Yeah. Well, I'm really nervous. I've mentioned this a time or two that I hate East Rutherford, New Jersey, and MetLife Stadium. They have the worst turf in the NFL. Players always get hurt there. So honestly, I don't care if we win or lose the game. I just hope
stay
we
healthy.
come home healthy.
Stay
Yeah.
home.
We're falling behind the Commanders, which is a wild thing to be saying.
They have an easy schedule.
I know.
Easy
So
schedule.
the Eagles kind of need this win just to keep up with them. And I think the Eagles do win this. -3 seems too close for me. The Eagles just don't blow people out. They're going to win by a point or two. It's just that's how the Eagles under Nick Sirianni are. They don't blow people out. They play up, they play down, and they'll probably play down to Danny Dimes. I don't know if Malik Neighbors is playing or not.
I think he's out again.
That if he's out again, that's a huge win for the Eagles.
I thought that last
who
week,
did they
and then the
throw
Giants
to?
won.
I guess they had Darius Slayton.
Who did the Giants play last
Oh,
week?
he's questionable.
Bengals. They lost to the Bengals. No Malik Neighbors. They lost to the
Yeah.
Bengals
I
Sunday
hope
Night
Malik
Football.
Neighbors
17-7.
Yeah, I actually even in my pick'em, I picked the Giants to win this game. I don't know why, but I feel like this is like the Eagles are better than the Giants, but I feel like this is one of those games that they fuck up. Like this
It's
is
a trap game.
trap game.
The only thing I have going against that is this is Saquon returning to New York.
Oh yeah, he can run a fucking
So-
mud hole on there.
He could easily have 4 or 5 touchdowns, and I would not be surprised.
Saquon revenge game.
Shit,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a
So,
huge sway in momentum.
He came out this week and said, "Hey, I don't expect them to boo me, so they're going to boo him." I don't know why you would say that. Even if he didn't say that, they're going to boo him.
Yeah, see, I don't think they will. I think that because like he didn't do anything wrong. Like he wanted to be there, and they kept fucking him over. Like
while I agree with you, that is not how the New York faithful have taken it.
Yeah.
If you watch their Twitter accounts and all that stuff, they're
Do you know what I
still
think
salty.
honestly would be the difference? Is that fucking Hard Knocks clip of the Giants front office where the kid is like, you should draft Jaden Daniels, and the dad's like, no, I'm taking Daniel Jones. I think that'll be the difference, and then the one guy is like, I'm going to be sick if Saquon goes to Philly.
Yeah,
that clip
bad.
is what buys Saquon's love in Philly, where they're like, or in New York, where they're like, why is our GM such a fucking moron? Like, why did we even remotely consider that instead of keeping Saquon here? So, like, yeah, I think that. But yeah, no, you have a very good point though. That the Saquon return game could be crazy, but yeah, I don't know. I think if I ignore that hype, I think I go back Giants under, shitty game, no scoring, kind of back and forth. Giants 3 or 4 field goals.
Sure. I'm fine with my birds, obviously. But I think Saquon has 2, maybe 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, two rushing and a receiving.
If he had 25 carries, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Turn around, hand the ball off to him behind the Eagles' offensive line. The Giants' defense is trash at best. Just do what you got to do. Don't turn the ball over.
Let's see. You guys absolutely should win this game. Like, they're like logistically, this is one of those on paper the Eagles should win, but that's why even in pick'em I was like, ooh, Giants at home after barely losing to the Bengals and a win the week before. Like,
I'm riding solely on Saquon.
Smoothie Doobie, Smooth to the do-wive.
I actually really like the Eagles roster. Their problem is Jalen forcing turnovers.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, their roster is loaded top to bottom.
Yeah.
So, like,
they have no reason
NFC this year if they play their cards right.
They have no reason that they should lose this game.
No.
Yeah.
But I mean, they could have the typical like terrible Nick
Eagle
Sirianni
game.
coaching. Jalen throws 2 picks, and then you're in a dogfight.
Yeah, with the Giants, who then have that.
Like, they could have
momentum.
I look back on the Saints game. Like, Jalen threw like 2 picks in the end zone. Like, they could have blew us out terribly, and we hung around until the very end.
Yeah,
that's how the Eagles play football
But
nowadays.
they do have, like, their roster top to bottom is disgusting.
Yeah.
And now that AJ Brown's back and shit, like, buckle up.
AJ Brown, Devontae.
Yeah, the Titans letting go of AJ is crazy.
Yeah,
that'll always be
Philly
one of
just
those
keeps
ones that's like,
landing
what
everybody,
the
like,
fuck,
free
dude?
agent wise, like,
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm wishing your Eagles well, but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, jumping over to the 4:00 slate. Take it away in SoFi.
Yeah, so the Las Vegas Raiders. I had to think about that. I almost called them Oakland. Las Vegas Raiders travel to Southern Cal to take on the Rams. Man, the Rams -7 is wild to me.
Yeah, that's
that's tough.
huge. I was hoping you were gonna say that. That's so crazy.
Rams
-1, Rams -3, Rams -4.5, like all fine, but like 7 is fucking like who the fuck? How do you know the Rams are going to score that much? They have no one left. Like that's
Williams,
wild.
I guess is all they got.
Because this is also the post Devontae game where like that next receiver is like, oh, this is my fucking chance now. Aiden O'Connell's like, let me hit you instead of Devontae. Like, this is that game where you don't really have the scouting report on the players you want to have it on because Devontae's out. Prior to this, the entire defensive game plan would have been stop Devontae. Offensive game plan, don't let Max Crosby through. But now your defensive game plan is completely blown up. So, I mean, I trust McVay over who's Vegas' coach?
Oh God, I forget his name.
Antonio Pierce.
Yep.
I could see him in my head, and I just kept wanting to see Mark
me too.
Davis, and I was like, all I could see was the bowl cut guy, and I was like, that's the owner, that's the owner, that's the owner, that's the owner. Yeah, Antonio Pierce is the dog, but he's just too new. He doesn't have that kitchen sink game in him yet. Like, I don't think that it's all there. So yeah, I think the Rams definitely take this one. 7 is fucking crazy though. I don't know why Vegas thinks it's 7. That I don't love at all.
It's got to be the rushing attack, right? I mean Kyron Williams has 360 yards and 6 touchdowns, and he missed a game. So.
I'm gonna take. So far, I have New England +6, Buffalo -9, Rams moneyline. Is my 3 favorites for a parlay. Because I really like the Rams at home. Because I think both teams are kind of a shit show. I think Vegas does have a little bit of that like, oh, let's get right. We didn't need Devontae anyway, but I think the Rams get lucky here that they're at home. Stafford has a hell of a game. Because I don't think that they have anybody back yet either. Like I think their injury report is still just as bad as it was.
Puka's still hurt.
So,
Cooper Kupp might play.
That's what I thought.
I have him
Maybe.
on my IR.
I thought Cooper might be maybe, and so that's if he gets back, like he's probably not going to do too much, but it'll be a little bit of a decoy. Raiders are clearly not a team that's well experienced to deal with that kind of shit. So,
yeah, we'll see what happens.
How do you guys feel? How do you feel about the -7? Either one of you.
It's ugly.
I don't know how you take the Rams -7.
So you think the Rams win, but not by 7?
I would agree with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I'll be right back.
So high.
Do you think?
I just don't know. I don't know how you give that to them with all their injuries. The only thing you can say is their rushing attack, and yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. Moving on to another barn burner.
This one
Panthers
should
travel
be
north to take on the Commanders.
This one should be pretty clear cut.
Yeah, Washington -8. I think that's reasonable. The Panthers defense is so bad, and Jaden Daniels is.
Tickets as low as $69. Are we taking the kids?
No. Kidless this weekend. So no.
Nice. Am I allowed to ask where she's at on air?
Yeah, she's with my grandparents.
Nice.
Yeah,
you guys
daycare's closed tomorrow, so we were like, hey, you
take her for the whole weekend. Take her for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And then they said, well, we'll keep her for Friday. We'll fatten her up, and we'll give her back to you Sunday night. You said, cool. See you then.
Yeah.
You guys do anything fun?
Cleaning up the garage for her birthday party next weekend.
Weirdly enough, that is always so like reassuring. Like just like getting shit like that done.
Yeah.
Like I was just talking to somebody at work about that today. Like as a kid, you're like, oh, it's a day off. Like I want to eat pizza and I want to play video games and I want to sleep all day and I want to do nothing. As an adult, if I slept all day on a day off, I would be so fucking pissed. I would wake up at 3 p.m. and be like, no, I lost a day. No, like I would be so devastated that I lost a whole day of errands.
It'd be Michael Scott out here.
No. Like, yeah, I would be so upset. I would be so pissed I lost a full day of errands and shit that I could get done kid free. Like, yeah, I'm jealous. That's why I was like, what are you doing this weekend?
I need to be very clear. That is the only Office reference I know.
No, I thought about that in my head where I was like, I should say something about that the fact that he just did an Office reference. But do you know why he's saying no?
Not a clue.
He absolutely hates the HR guy because technically HR doesn't work for him. So he's in charge of everybody in the office except for the HR guy. So every time he's like, everyone, come outside. Look at the blow up doll I just got. And Toby from HR is like, I don't know if that's work appropriate. He's always like, why are you such a fucking buzzkill? This is like a thing for sales morale. I'm trying to help everybody out. Like he just is like, nothing can be offensive. I'm just trying to help. Everything is sales based. Eventually, Toby leaves and goes somewhere else and then comes back. And then they're like, yeah, no, Toby's here. And he like walks out and he sees him and he's just like, no. He's just like, I cannot believe that you're back right now, basically. Yeah, so you know how it is with HR. HR is always hit or miss. And so, yeah, it's one where he has a very missed relationship on his HR team. So,
fair enough. But yeah, I think we all take the Commanders.
Yeah,
money line minimum.
Money line minimum. Actually, that's
minus,
one. Give me that.
-8.
Money line.
Wild, but reasonable.
Yeah. I think I'd be confident enough to go -8 because I think it is.
Yeah.
Even if the Commanders give up a couple of touchdowns, I think it is a 30-15 game or whatever, 28-14. Like I think they give up a couple garbage time touchdowns, but I think 8 is fair. I think 2 touchdowns or a touchdown and a field goal is absolutely expected.
And then I think this is probably what everybody's waiting for.
Yeah. Super Bowl. Have these teams ever played each other before?
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe a time or two.
Might be the first time in franchise history they've ever played each other.
Yeah. Do we see Taylor Swift in Santa Clara, California?
Probably.
So, yes, the Chiefs travel to Central Cal, to take on the 49ers.
Is Brittany Mahomes, Taylor Swift, Mrs. Jusek, and Mrs. Kittle all in the same suite just for content purposes?
Yeah, right.
Do we just shove everybody in one suite and then like, hey, special guest Jason Kelsey?
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, San Francisco -2 is wild to me though.
I just was looking at that as you just said that. I saw that and I was
don't
like,
know.
wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I get
Minus
it,
2 is, but I don't get it. I do not explain. Elaborate. Elaborate why you're okay with that.
I'm not okay with it, but I understand it. The 49ers beat the Seahawks in a tight game. They're kind of coming back from their injury slide here.
Is C-Mac
Just
playing?
I don't think so.
He's absolutely not. That was a trick question. That was my point. You said they're coming back from injuries, and no, the fuck they're not. I don't care who they have back. They don't have CMC.
Yeah, sure. Right. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean the 49ers, you're not wrong. The 49ers are a solid ass team. Jordan Mason's a legitimate backup, but like I don't know. I just like the Chiefs are gonna do Chiefs things, and
Is this the first game that Rashee Rice is missing? Did he miss? Yes. So, oh no, he missed the Chargers game last week. He's on IR.
is that the super
The
quick
Chiefs
guy?
wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's Xavier Worthy's. The
Oh yeah. I wanted to say Zay Flowers, and I was like, no, that's Baltimore. But yeah, you're right.
Baltimore,
Xavier Worthy. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know. How do you bet against the Chiefs
That's
until they lose?
-2 is bananas. I don't.
I mean,
know
I
if
understand
love
they're
that.
unlikely to win every game, but I don't know if
Are
this
they,
is the
though?
one they drop. Like,
Are they though? Like, why are they not the favorites to win every game?
no, I'm saying that they likely don't win every game. They may be the favorites to win every game, but they likely don't. Um, but yeah, I don't know how you have San Francisco -2. I guess you get +3 for being at home. So the Vegas is basically saying they're taking the Chiefs. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely taking the Chiefs +2.
Do you say Vegas is saying that they're taking the Chiefs?
Okay, so most games open with the home team being -3, or yeah, the home team being -3. So you get a field goal because you're at home.
And then once the
fact that
bets
it
start
came
coming
down
in
to -2
means that people are
tells
betting
me
on the
that people are betting
49ers.
on they're betting on the Chiefs because they're taking the Chiefs +3, so they move it down to be +2. You know what I mean? Swings the other way.
Yeah, I guess. But if you're betting on the favorite, that's whenever it starts to swing the opposite way. If you're
That's when
betting,
it starts going up.
interesting. For being a gambling degenerate, I really do not understand how it works, but I'm successful, so I don't care. Like that's my thing is that I'm net positive in my career in gambles. For sure, I am net positive, which is like the most important part between lottery scratch offs and sports betting. I am net fucking positive because like I've spent like I go through little streaks where I'll spend $20 on a lottery ticket for like a couple of weeks. I'll spend maybe $100 or $200, but I've won $1,000 like multiple times. So like I know I have not spent $1,000, $20 at a time multiple times. I've spent maybe $200 at most. So like
Right.
and then sports betting, I'm probably getting closer to 500, but for the longest time, I was positive a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, DraftKings has done a really good job the last couple of years of really fucking sucking me in. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's -2 is wild though.
Yeah, so that means a little bit more money has come in on the Chiefs than the 49ers, which is why you see that come down.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was backwards on the logic because obviously, 49ers at home, -3. People keep putting their money on the 49ers. Vegas is going to say, but I'm saying if people keep putting money on the 49ers, Vegas is going to say, okay, -4, -4.5, -5, -5.5. They're going to get it back to go back the other way. That's why for some reason I was like, no, you're wrong, AJ. And I completely reversed it. And yeah, you're right. Yeah. They start betting on the Chiefs because +3 is a fucking cakewalk. And then the Vegas is like, well, shit. All right, -2 to try to get it even closer. And then, yeah. Fair enough.
So yeah,
I don't love that game though. I would not bet on this game because this, like you said, they're undefeated. They've got to probably lose eventually. I don't love that they go undefeated throughout. So they have to lose eventually. Is this the game that they lose? Possibly, because the 49ers are a legitimate team. So, yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable betting this one, but I think I do take Chiefs money line for sure.
Yeah. And then, I don't know how this game ends up. It's Sunday night. I guess it has some good storylines. I did see, I had Sports Center up, and Scott Van Pelt was talking about Russ is still taking first team snaps and preparing to be the starting quarterback. So the Jets travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers, who are apparently going to roll with Russell Wilson for the game, which is still mind-boggling to me because
I don't think they've been
didn't play bad,
and they just won
a good game. Yeah, that's what I mean. He had a good game. I mean, yes, it was the Raiders, but he had a good game. Like,
I think if they would have been like a 17-15 game, I'd have been like, oh, okay, they were nervous, but like it was 32 to something, like it was 32-13. Like, yeah, like why are we? And I could be wrong here, but have they announced Russ as the legitimate starter yet?
No, Tomlin has not said a word.
You don't want to know what's in that hot dog, but like, what the fuck we do because we're not eating it, so we don't care. Just tell us what's in there. I don't care if it's raccoon pussy and skunk ankles. Just tell me what it is. I want to know. I'm curious, dog. Yeah, raccoon, dude. Every time Kayla and I have had like nutrition or diet conversations about the kids, she's like, well, why is bologna or hot dogs back? I'm like, because it's fucking skunk pussy and raccoon ankles. I'm like, it's not good for you. I'm like, that's step one. And like, because she's always like, well, there's not a lot of additives to it. I'm like, no, it's just the fucking leftover pieces from the shitty animals though. Like, it's just roadkill in a stew. I was like, that's not what you want. But yeah, this is, speaking of roadkill in a stew, that's basically this game. Sunday Night Football, 2 weeks in a row. We get Giants Bengals last week. We got fucking Jets Steelers this week. Disrespectful as fuck.
This has a little bit more to look forward to because of Devontae Adams.
Absolute facts. Yeah, absolute facts. But again, I feel like that doesn't solve anything for the Jets. They're still a terrible team. They just have Devontae Adams. It's a shiny turd. And the Steelers were a turd that was on a they were a little bit of a warm turd, but now they're switching turd head coach. They're switching turd quarterbacks, and so it's just like, I think I like the Jets in this game because they've lost so much, but at the same time, like the Steelers have actually proved that they can win some games. This another shit show, why would you not have Chiefs 49ers as the Sunday night game? Like, even ahead of time, you should have anticipated that those two games would have been, or that those two teams would have been the much better game. Like, it's just so crazy.
I am, although, looking forward to watching TJ Watt try to
track down A-Rod. Yeah. Anything TJ Watt at this point is just fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly. The man's just a beast. That's all there is to it. His whole family is, if we're being honest.
Facts. Isn't there another brother? Isn't there another Watt brother?
TJ, JJ, and Derek.
Yeah. Plays for the Bills? Oh, that's right. He's a fullback.
Yeah.
Played for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Current team Steelers. Oh shit! Derek and TJ both play for the Steelers.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Interesting. Good call on Derek though.
But yeah, that's probably one of the few storylines that makes this game fun.
Yeah, this is one that I don't love betting. I'm not betting over, under, or spreads or anything. I don't like anything about that one.
No, because you're not even going to know who starting quarterback is for the Steelers until 2 hours before the game, so you can't include it in a parlay of anything.
No.
And then,
but I mean, even then though, too, like we talked about earlier, like Joe Flacco or AR at quarterback, I don't know that you telling me Justin Fields or Russ Wilson changes anything. Like, I still think they're a chaotic shit show of a team regardless. So, like, but even then, though, they could win. Like, like they're just in such a weird spot that, like, you don't really know what could happen.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, and then that wraps up Sunday.
We'll touch base on the
Sunday night.
Yeah, we'll bump into
the end of that game and see what the hell happens.
Yeah, we'll do our Monday night doubleheader preview. Worthy of noting right now, though, that bye week this week, Dallas, no game this week for Dallas, no game this week for Chicago. So Chicago sitting pretty. I mean, they're in a good spot at this point.
I can't imagine what's
4-2
Dallas football players right now.
Yeah, 4-2 for the Bears and 3-3 for the Cowboys, and they're both on a bye week. So
yeah.
I mean,
Just
the Bears
to come off that loss to the Lions and then have to sit through a bye week has got to be
ass whooping from the Lions, and then come through there. The Bears, however, They do get their bye week. They're on a 3-game win streak, but then they go on the road against the Commanders. And I think that could prove to be a problem for them, especially after the Commanders whoop the Panthers' ass. So that could be an issue for them. But the Cowboys, they have, after their bye week, on the road, Sunday Night Football against the 49ers. So they're 3-3 after getting their ass whooped by the 49ers against the Lions. Take a bye week, listen to Jerry Jones' country ass yell at them all week.
Hey, there we go.
And then they got 49ers Sunday Night Football 10/27, which is the weekend of that next UFC fight too, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they have 49ers, Falcons, Eagles, Texans, Commanders. That's their next fucking 5 games. I think it's safe to say that the Cowboys might not make the playoffs.
Yeah, they definitely have a tough schedule.
49ers, Falcons, Eagles, Texans, Commanders is the next 5. Then they get Giants, Bengals, Panthers. So let's say that those are the wins. And then they get Bucks, Eagles, Commanders to finish the season. Like, that is a rough ass
finish. Into the season thinking you probably 2 wins against the Commanders, and now I think they're lucky if they split.
Yeah, lucky if they split, and that's home versus the Texans. I never really like home games in a dome because you don't have the weather advantage. Depending on the team, the jerseys in the arena could be the jerseys in the arenas could be split. You're Houston versus Dallas. Like, there's going to be plenty of Houston fans there. So even though you have a home game against the Texans, it might really not be all that. So that's pretty much all we got there. We covered our baseball. WNBA is Friday night, so that's tomorrow night. We have WNBA. We have when's the next MLB games? Saturday then, I'm assuming.
Probably tomorrow.
Or is it tomorrow?
Oh no, they're in the series. They both played tonight, so they'll probably have a bye day.
No. It's today. We're at midnight, so it's October 18th. Yep, 5:08 p.m. We got the Dodgers and the Mets, and then 8:08 p.m. we got the Yankees and the Guardians. Cool.
Should be a good time. NHL and NBA starting up.
Yeah, I'm so excited for basketball season this year. It's gonna be so good.
I mentioned it earlier. I'm having a hard time getting into NHL this season because of the Flyers being on this Western Conference or West Coast swing, and just games starting at 10 p.m. That's just too late for me.
Yeah, and you're also
for this podcast. I would be in bed right now. So
facts. And you're also out on the 76ers because Joel Embiid is never playing another back-to-back in his career.
I'm not out on the 76ers, but in general, I don't pay a ton of attention to basketball until pretty much until football's over.
That's fair. I pay enough attention to it so that I know what's going on by that point, and I'm not learning it at that point.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. That is what I did as a casual fan for many years. I was like, all right, football's over. Now I'll dive into basketball. But at this point, you only have football realistically Sunday. You have a little bit Thursday. You have a little bit Monday.
Yeah.
There's almost basketball on every night of the week. So
you went to basketball, I went to hockey.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And I'd say that's my thing too, is that hockey is kind of like baseball for me, but it's cool, but I don't get invested enough in the regular season, but when the playoffs come around, hit me up. I'm fucking listening. So
well, there's few things better than playoff hockey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kicked that puck in.
Oh. Grab his dick and twist it! Twist his dick! Oh my god, dude. Do you know that video? Because if not, I gotta send it to you. Oh my god, AJ!
I live under a rock.
I know. This is so...
Grab his dick and twist it!
Grab his dick and twist it! Go watch that clip right now. I just sent it in the chat, Ninja.
Oh my god.
It's so good. It's only 20. It's 13 seconds long. This is a real clip from a UFC event. This is a real clip. I'm so excited for this right now. Oh my god, dude. Grab his dick and twist it.
Oh, they're actually fighting. Oh yeah.
I think at the UFC fight. I was like, yeah, they're at a UFC event.
No. Hockey. Although Travis Konechny's not a fighter, so.
He looks like he's getting fucking clapped though.
Yeah, I don't know this other guy. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Get him. Get him.
I wish they'd take their helmets off.
Yeah, like fucking fight. And also don't hold the jersey. That should be disqualified. Don't hold the jerseys. Just punch. I want to see haymakers and hooks. That's it.
Yeah.
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh, dick twist!
Oh, dick twist! That's such a good video. Oh my god. That's one that like even Rand knows. Where like when somebody says dick, I'm like, grab his dick and twist it. And she's like, the old dick twist. That shit's so funny. All right. Yeah, Smoothie Dooby disappeared. We'll check, make sure he's okay. Grab his dick and twist it. UFC event next Saturday. Thursday night episode. We'll be back Sunday night. Week 7. Is it week 7 already? Are we in week 7? Is that where we're at?
Yeah, 4-2. So yeah, week 7. Approaching halfway.
Yep. Yeah, week 7. Yeah, coming up. Second quarter's
Maybe
almost done.
Maybe we'll have a special episode and revise our futures picks.
See, I still feel confident in my Ravens. Like, I think that there's a chance that they lose to the Chiefs.
I do not feel
Lions.
confident in my Bengals. So
I feel not as less confident in my Lions as you do your Bengals. But
yeah,
like, because I think that the Lions could maybe keep it together. The Bengals are a fucking.
I also, for the record, took Dak for MVP, and that's not
You did.
Great.
That is one where every time I see the
thank you.
every time I see the Cowboys fumbling, I'm like, damn. But yeah, Lamar is out of this world crazy. So,
Yeah.
all
I
right.
will drop a fun fact for you. Humans only use one nostril at a time. Each nostril takes turns being the dominant nostril, while the other is dormant. Takes about 5 minutes.
I didn't need that, AJ. Because now I immediately started doing it, and I was like, no, I breathe through both nostrils at the same time, and I went. And I realized that, like, dude, that.
Have fun with that. The rest of the
Yeah, all
night.
right, have a good night, everyone. Also, to fuck up your Friday just a little bit more, if you're listening to this in the morning, it's one of those things where your peripheral vision always ignores your nose, but if you look at your nose right now,
Yep.
you won't be able to unsee it, and it's just like in your fucking way the rest of the night. Like as you're looking at shit, your nose is just like in the way of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I needed that breathing one though, because now every time I fucking hate you. I'm so annoyed because that's like a big
What's
thing
more
I do with the
interesting is
boys.
It's very hard to switch your nostrils.
It is.
So
I have to get it to go right. When
Yeah.
my primary, my default is left.
Well, they switch back and forth. It takes about every 5 minutes. Your body just naturally switches back and forth.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't like that. I'm deleting this episode. This will never happen. We're gonna restart tomorrow and just be like, sorry, we canceled Wednesday night or Thursday morning or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Thursday night.
Good luck with that. So,
Alrighty.
all
Well,
right,
yeah.
guys, appreciate you all.
Yeah.
We'll check on Smoothie. Make sure you didn't die.
Yeah, make sure
And,
Smoothie's good to go. Appreciate anybody that jumped in. Like and subscribe. Thanks, Derek. Check out our YouTube channel. That's super important. Check out our Spotify if you're listening to this.
Rate
of course,
us, like us.
rate, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
All
Rate
this
on
good stuff.
Spotify is huge. That I'm
Yeah.
learning about the Spotify algorithm and rating
It's
is
AJ's realm. I'm the Facebook expert, so yeah, we're sharing our duties there. YouTube is a shit show. We're just using that as our database of everything. So check out our YouTube. I'm sick of seeing 0 views on some of those videos. Go help me. But yeah, other than that, appreciate you. We had a bunch of people in here tonight, at least a couple, chit-chatting, talking. I got some texts and everything like that, so these people are watching and hanging out. We appreciate you. Again, Smoothie was our first guest. That was fun. We had Saints Broncos tonight. Broncos whooped that ass, which was not to be expected. Honestly, I'm not going to talk my shit because we'll probably get clowned by a terrible team in the next week or two. But yeah, thank you, Smoothie. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, everybody that watched. We appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend, and we will see you Monday morning.
Hey, the Fire scored again.
What's the score now? Oh, 5-4. We got 7 minutes to go. Seattle Kraken, Philadelphia Flyers, 5-4.
Now I got to stay up and watch this game.
Now you gotta stay up and watch it.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking A. Alrighty. GG's, everybody. I am cutting
Appreciate
stream
y'all.
here shortly, and done.